We are going to be starting with Snakes versus Napa Cabbage. That is accurate. As you can see, the bracket on your screen. Durpee will have Team Tampa taking on the other team. The team who has changed names. The team of many names. That's fine. We'll go with that. Okay, it was a bat ban out of Snakes and then a Sojourn ban. We're going to see here out of Napa Cabbage. All right, we're heading in. We're going to be... fan behavior. We're gonna be heading into Sanctum. Here, let's kick things off. Let's get. Oh shoot! I forgot to change the day up top. You see nothing. You say nothing. We got this. We got this. All right, we're locked in. Boom. And then I owe you some bands. We said, hey.
5, 4, 3,
A BAP band. From Snakes with a Sojourn ban. All right, playing for the bridge. The Ash here from Mike. I was about to say, should be great in this early fight, but you know what? Never mind. Silvak just took your head clean off. What an opener. And that just completely nullified the one huge advantage the Ash brought to the table and could make things really uncomfortable for Snakes very early on. This is going to be now a Torb with a Cassidy, able to kind of set up close. You're seeing Tinchi now being able to play around in this corner. Rocket, is that a Philadelphia Fusion, like an old Philly Fusion Rein skin? I feel like shades of Fraggy here. All right, am I crazy? Is this a Fraggy skin we got going on here? Overwatch 1 Fusion skin, let's go. Let's go. Oh yeah, Viola, there's definitely, you got some shades of Spa in this match. No doubt, no doubt. Oh, Silly Billy got the bump. Oh, it was actually Mikey that gets credited with the coach gun kill. I thought the shoulder charge of Silly Billy's, I think, was what really set him off that direction. But we'll get a quick flip here after the wonderful opening delivered by Solvik's pick onto Mikey. Silvak, what did I say? Solvik? Silvak? I know who Silvak is. Anyway. It's not like I've been a fan of Silvak for a while. It's not like this is my first, anyway. It's not my first exposure, you know? Brain just does funny things sometimes. Ah! Speaking of Brain doing funny things. As I hit the wrong button. Silvak comes up with another pick there in the Torb. Another opening pick, might I add. Considering Rush responds here, and Snakes are just going to try to take Mega. Both teams end up kind of rotating around. Double will protect that rotation with this Deadeye. All right, Silly Billy says, hey, if I can't play, neither can you. Head into the pit. Oh, T4. T4, what's some? And the Silvak kill actually allows for a good hold here out of Napa Cabbage. Look at this. I'm worried. 40, 44. Very, very close. Back and forth in this opening sub-map of this map. Of this series. That wasn't a redundant statement or anything. Shatter to counter shatter. Silly Billy falls. Oh, Silly Billy. All right, blocking it, staying on top. Bob available. We're gonna look at a Silvak Molten Core. So, oh my gosh. Just gets absolutely drilled. Filled full of holes like Swiss cheese. Bob in his backline pops up the right. Double trying to play, and that was an Ajax. I heard that. Silly Billy canceled that sound barrier out of Pixel. Silly Billy with a fantastic team fight here. $4K in the fight, including the AJ. You know, a massive advantage to hold this. With Kelly having their own sound barrier ready to go. A little speedy hammer, and we're going to rotate around, regroup with the rest of the team who pushed in the right-hand side. There comes that Molten Core trying to hold bridge. Is this move? Hits the Tectonic, and, well, Silly Billy just pins across the gap like we're out. Silvok tries to take some space from the side of the bridge. Kelly just drops the beat right in front of Silvok's face. Goes out for the chase, so we'll hunt them down. Oh, huge dynamite, big boop, but you still get pinned anyway. Double's gonna drop a Deadeye into the mix. Silly Billy's got a shield right in your face. That shield will not last. Silly Billy's health bar doesn't last long either. Now Zispa's looking a little surrounded. Here comes Cornsolio in to bail him out. The swift step, the Kitsune rush, throw it in. And suddenly Zispa's in a power position. Oh, things are getting weird. Double's gonna fly the two-piece as they have been the whole tournament. But Mikey and Zispa are able to trade. That is a 1 health Kitsu thrown in by T4. They're able to pick up 2 kills. Silly Billy will still come in, though, and be the last player standing, despite the heroic efforts of T4 at the very end. Telly hates beat perk. All right. God, that was a wicked fun opening round. Holy cow. I thought T4 was going to bring it back. I mean, almost held it long enough to get reinforcements there. But Silly Billy with that 4K and the AJ, I think, was your player of the sub map. That was that play. That play seemed to really turn the tides on what was otherwise an extremely even back and forth. Oh, that is quite a pin. Get me over there, camera. Yeah, that is quite the pin. I mean, Tenchi going full sin here. We are going in deep undercover. Free Cap's giving over. You have a Rein, you have a Venture, you have a Lucio, and you just give Cap over for free. I mean, it's going to be a handful of percentage at the end of the day, but Tenchi's back. Okay, the counterpin does prevent the stall from continuing. And we're going to flip at 9%. So it does end up being relatively negligible, but still. It's tied right now as opposed to 20-0. Now we got to flip the other direction. And this is going to be Napa Cabbage taking the lead. They are actually able to swing that. And suddenly what was calling negligible percentage is enough for them to now be firmly in control. Right, as opposed to just now kind of hitting, matching, where it'd be 20-0 the other direction when they get capped. They're firmly building on their lead instead. Shatter coming up for both of our teams. Tenchi's got it slightly ahead of Silly Billy. Silly Billy's surrounded in a very bad spot here. Not sure exactly how that happened. All right, what's your approach? Looked like a bit of a split approach there, didn't it? Yeah, we are going to go 3-2. Shatter's going to land from Tenchi onto the 2 that were up on the high ground. The split and the 3 does not seem to land. Tenchi comes in to find a third. Double is going to go with a pin. That will send Mikey off the side. Yeah? That'll do. Did I see that right? Was that double flood? No, never mind. I got confused there for a second. Double's gonna find a 2-piece there. What an opener. Oh, nice shooting. This was a desperation tectonic shock here. 93% on the board, but a photon barrier in the way. Just near impossible to get anything done with that ultimate. Napa Cabbage with a great swing back here on Village. Gonna force us on over to Shrine here. All right, we'll see Mikey teasing us with the Ash, which was initially shown on Sanctum before we kind of mirrored the Casses. Before mirroring the Cassidys is probably a clearer way to say that.
Capture the objective.
Good teleport rollouts from both sides. Probably should have stopped that a little sooner. Hey, that's okay. We are going to get the Zispa Echo. There's something I kind of talked about at the top of the stream. A lot of burst damage available there. You're playing around the stickies, around the focusing beam. With Mikey trying to play up on this corner side, but Double finds a beautiful shot with a silver bullet. Follows it up. Once again, another two-piece to their name. You do trade out one. End of the day, it is first cap over to the Napa Cabbage. Still plenty of reinforcements to hold on to this point. You see the teleporter placed backwards to get the reinforcements there just that much sooner as Double arrives. Speaking of Double, the first ultimate online here in this third and final round for the map. Ooh, a little teleport to that high ground. Oh, I love that spot. It's going to be a dangerous spot for a Deadeye. This will force the rotation at the very least. Oh, and they're going to try to teleport over? They do and get the double kill. No way. Oh, my goodness. The triple, that is. Oh, wow. The second teleport was nasty. 2 teleports in the same Deadeye? Are you kidding me? All right, still Billy pins in, try to shatter, but Tenji read that one the whole way. You got a Kitsune rush, able to push forward. Silly Billy saved from the counter pin, and Zispa's going to drop in a duplicate. See if the double rides can be the trick. But Tenji gets a monster shatter in. Beat laid down from Pixel. And this is all Napa Cabbage. A little bit of cleanup at the end. There is... Oh, it's going to be so close. Watching respawns there on blue side versus the clock. 95%. Mickey is a late death. Mikey's a late death. Oh, and Kelly won't get a touch. It's up to Zispa. Won't get there in time. That kill on to Kelly. That was key. It would have been a very tough uphill fight. Hardly enough to even call it would have been a team fight, but... Napa Cabbage not even give them that opportunity. They'll take away this map one. All right, I won't delete your points. I don't throw points into the ether around here, all right? That just seems unfair. All right, we're going to go move Snakes to the left side since that's where they are in the lobby, and that's where they are on our scoreboard. And there hasn't been any changing of sides in this tournament, which I really like. Very consistent in that regard. Easy to follow that way. We got a Kings row pick. Unsurprisingly, most teams have pay at Kings. We'll get a cast ban out of Snakes. There has been a little bit of side change. Like, they can choose to swap sides. It's not like they're fixed. But there just hasn't been a whole lot of it, which has just been nice. Versus, in Face It League, everybody, I feel like, swaps sides between every map. Like, it's just like, we're red, we're blue, we're red, we're blue. And especially with the kill feed bug. Oh, man. You cannot look at colors. You just have to just ignore colors. Just put it out of your mind. We're going to get a venture ban here from Napa Cabbage. So there's an example of a double DPS ban. If you're just now catching the Durpee Duel for the first time, with Reinhardt being the only tank playable, there's no role protect with your bans. So we'll be getting a double DPS ban here. That is not an accident. All right, let's get into some King's Row. Holiday Kings while we can. You know, it's going away soon.
Ready for battle.
The Sojourn Sim strat. You can see the Sim down in hotel. Everybody else up on the high ground.
1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
So we'll go for the initial shot and just a bit of scouting. Seeing the Rein up on that high ground, and it's like, okay. We'll go to an Ash, try to poke at this with some range. It was a cool skin. I like that skin. It's not one you see very often. There's ears on the gun. All right. I got distracted. I'm sorry. All right, good rotation through the house. But with the Sim here, there is a huge opportunity. You can Sim up here, and now the Lucio... Actually, what's your speed to jump the gap? So nobody else can jump the gap with the Lucio getting down, and the defense moves to the back of hotel, kind of into a default position. This is your final fallback spot. Been forced around, really just good positioning. Double's able to grab this high ground. And then kind of force the issue. Mikey going down. 2 ticks already picked up. Silly Billy has to go make a touch. Pins into the lamp. And then you're kind of trying to TP out, juggle him. Just barely enough health to even think about making another move at this. Will eventually get melted down. And that'll be the cap. Aggressive TP set up for some follow-up kills here. We think Cordswolio fighting a trade.
Careful, we're outnumbered. Moving out.
Yeah, the defense actually able to stabilize here. But did we just trade out enough to where they're looking to hold? Like, as opposed to the offense running through and cleaning up all of point B, right? We're going to get a fight at Bookstore. Teleporter over into the alley. The Photon Barrier right over the front. And Matrix, like, right at the front of the fight. The Matrix felt just a little, I mean, just too far forward, too far out of the play. A great defensive Kitsu barrier combo. The Fox shield. Tinchy set up the shatter, does the jump around the corner and gets Billy. Oh, and Billy's used that one a couple times and just gets flattened. We'll throw in Mr. Butler as well, just to come supervise. Make sure everything was done properly. Thank you, Bob. Good cleanup here. Oh, and a spectacular play out of Tinchy and Napa Cabbage. Oh, is there time for a recontest? There's absolutely time for a recontest. We're going to drop a beat to do so. Pixels is able to get theirs in play as well. With Silly Billy already melted, I don't think this defense is going to be able to force any more resources out of this Napa Cabbage team. They had, I think the Photon Barrier would have been enough to get them over the line anyway, but they're able to hold that for a further push. I do love the Overwatch League Symmetra. That looks very good. And I just spent the last of my Overwatch League tokens. Ooh, clever little teleport across. That's from point up to that other high ground, trying to claim them both. Oh, but Tenshi's going to get a little swarm down there. Billy does connect on the pixels with that shatters. They're falling out of the window. But no follow-up onto that. It's way too dangerous to try to pursue that. I don't think you needed the barrier, honestly. But it'll work out in their favor as Billy gets shattered coming back to the point. And Matrix is now in play here out of T4. And that should just help secure this. You see all that extra heals going into the Rein. Down a couple of players, but Napa Cabbage still able to get the 3rd point on the board.
Score 0-3. Switching sides. Initiating match. Ready for battle.
Pretty much full classic ground defense out of Napa Cabbage. They're coming out, we're scouting. What's the read there? We just saw the Symmetra on the other side. Decide we're gonna go to a May and try to focus on the front line. At least that's traditional thinking here. Little divide and conquer with the walls, but the entrenched double finds a beautiful opener, finds Cornsolio right in the dome. This will send the attacking snakes back to spawn here for one. Mikey is still back here on stairs. Okay, it does just jump out. That's a high risk place, but could be some deadly crossfire if they wanted to try to use it. So far, double is just lighting this up. Look at it, 60% already to this opening bob, and we'll get a pause. Let's go check it on our other match. Mikey lagging. Says I'm on 1,000 ping. Good lord. Unfortunate. All right, here, I'll give you all a better... No, that's not what I wanted. I wanted... What's he laughing at? Uh-oh, what happened? Uh-oh, what happened?
Oh my gosh.
All right, well, everybody's paused, apparently. I think I've been having server issues today. Like, I got booted off servers at one point. Because both of our matches are currently paused. Oh, as I say that. We go back to the gun with ears. As I was mentioning it, doubles pressure here from the back line. Whew. Doing enough to, I mean, really slow down this approach. You can see slowly but surely. Snakes are starting to make their way and just Kind of using, it looks like kind of using the Wuyong spam like you would a Pharah and just corralling the defense, kind of holding him back there behind the hotel. That's pretty nasty shots, and this is gonna get this ultimate up ready to go. Tidal Blast into the backline, but since she shatters onto Zispa, pin, counter pin. Silly Billy, oh, at 1 health, could not escape the late invested Bob there from Double to secure this fight. Bob is in. Bob is out once again. Bob has a big impact. Let's go, Bob. Thank you. Ah! Wrong button. All right. Photon barrier here to block the Kitsune rush. The Blizzard, the Shatter, comes up with 3. Oh my, that was a mean ambush. And a systematic dismantling of this point A defense. Snakes had had enough.
I think I can work with this.
That's gonna be the cap. We're looking for some follow-up. Dangerous move from Silly Billy, but worthy risk. I mean, if they get the trade, but they're not going to be able to get it. They do lose Zispa in this. Silvok with a teleport to the high ground. Okay, they think it's just a fake. We're going back to the point. We're looking for a close hold here. Napakevich are trying to follow up on this aggression. See if they can really punish Snakes with only 3 minutes on the clock, which is not a whole lot of time considering how far they have to go. An important kill from Kelly. Go find Double. That's huge. That's enormous. And Matrix. Oh, no. A wide open backline gets smashed by a 4-player Shatter. Tenchi looking for Shatter of the tournament with that one. Ho, 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 ho. That, oh, man. I can't wait to see that one from first person. I should have gone to Tenchi. I'm sorry, y'all. I should have. As soon as I saw Silly Billy slide through, I should have gone to Tenchi Pov. That was nasty. What a bait there. Able to break the wall just in time. Oh, that was just the wrong button, but Shatter does get blocked. Still a beautiful wall. Oh, nice boop. That was Double with the coach gun. I believe that's what it sounded like. Throw it in the Bob as well. Bailed tension out from what looked like just certain disaster. But we got another Blizzard available to go. Even if the Silly Billy Shatter's not available to combo with this time. This is a really good economy for Snakes, though they're already down in time bank. They do have the potential to just kind of get 2 fight wins here and push this all the way home. Photon barrier, Nitty can disengage. Oh, Billy tries to pin back in, but it's a bit of a miscommunication. The Suzu in the wall already used is not good. The Shadow will come through and just finish off the back line. That's 2 ults used from the defense. The attackers are going to end up stacking to all 5. Blizzard does stay somewhat on course despite the late boop at Pier there. Snakes get the pick on the Tenchi they need. You gotta respect the AM Matrix still, though. Gonna sit back and hide. Don't want to chase this 5v4 just yet. Wall does not capture anybody, and the 4 remaining defenders are able to get back and regroup with their Reinhardt. We're getting a lot of ultimates available here from this attacking squad. Give me the Kitsu first. Moving in, Silly Billy pulls up the shatter, gets it interrupted! Lucky to stay on solid ground. Huge sound barrier, though, and it will still come out on top. Will still come out a Snake's victory, it seems. They'll push in with 1:09 on the clock.
Score 3-3. Initiating match.
So both teams are not above 2 minutes, which is why we're not seeing a change in the time bank. If the Snakes had finished with 2:09, then we would have seen 9 seconds removed from both time banks. But because they finished with 1:09. We're also getting double. Yeah, wait, no, this is right. For a second, I was like, wait a minute, why are Snakes attacking? They are attacking. They are, yes. Yes. All right, let's lock in for this attack. Speaking of. Minute 9 seconds means, oh my goodness, Billy, thank you so much for the 56 months of support. Enormous, enormous, enormous. Thank you so, so much. That's incredible. I really, really appreciate that. Huge, huge support. Love you, buddy. Thank you so much. What was I saying? Oh, 1:09. Now let's play with here. You're in a Mesoj, so you're not really relying on an ult rotation. It'd be nice if you can get it, but certainly not required. Mikey's just gonna fight you. There you go. An important opener, one that has not been easy to come by as an opening pick on to double. Now with Zispa's help, you're moving in to try to pursue this kill on to Tenshi. Lamp already used, but Pixel does a wonderful job of getting Tenshi out. Still, Mikey delivers their second pick here in this important overtime fight, extra innings fight. And my goodness. With 20 seconds to spare, you're able to get a very, very important fourth point on the board. See if Mikey can deliver another. Getting through this choke might be required. 337. I think you're gonna need more distance to kind of equalize that much time. Quartzwolio will deliver. It's not Mikey, it's your Soj. Ooh, careful of the Matrix pushing through. Zispa does get popped, but the shatter is there from Silly Billy. Tenshi's gonna be in a world of hurt if it'll get out of there quickly. No, not able to get out in time, and you get another Snakes fight win. That is the distance we're talking about. That should be enough with overtime spawns. That should be enough to at least get up to this final corner. Now, we got a couple of space controlling ultimates coming online. We're looking at Kitsu and Blizzard as well as a sound barrier available for Snakes. This could be a point cap, but watch out for the Molten Core. Thrown in by Silvok right now, right over the point, and devaluing this Kitsu entirely. What a move, what an ultimate. Silly Billy's gonna go down. The sound barrier, oh, just doesn't quite get her done. The shadow was from too far away to really find much value, and there's a kill on the Pixels here. This isn't over yet. Quartzwolio might be able to hang on here, trying to teleport back in. Low on numbers alongside Zispa. It's a bit of an uphill battle at this point. Zispa has been left solo. Snakes will not find that elusive 5th point, but a damn good push for 69 seconds.
4-3. Switching sides. Initiating match.
want me to heal you?
Even if it's superfluous, you gotta love Kelly going back and getting the Reinhardt there just a little bit quicker. Just to make sure. Not that they would have been able to get up into the position they're looking for.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Ooh, it's Reaper. Reaper Symmetra out here from Napa Cabbage. Good wall right out of the gate. But Silly Billy's playing from the high ground. We're not looking to move in and get kills here. I think we're just playing a little disrupt. But Zispa gets recognized. What a move. What a decision. This is Napa Cabbage. Make the read and make the play all in a split second. Mikey, always a threat, still playing from this high ground, is able to trade back out. Teleport to the high ground from Silvok, and a tick is already on the board here for Napa Cabbage as we get a re-engage out of Silly Billy, moving on to this point. Huge fire strike into 60-some-odd%. And this is Napa Cabbage just retreating into the house. You do still have double playing around the front of Hotel, and this will cover the rotation back outside. Keep an eye on where T4 wants to set up, give you an idea of where they want to engage. Since she's going to drop it in, try to push back a Hotel. Silly Billy, about 3/4 or more towards this opening shatter. Oh, you gotta have to respect this Ant Matrix from up high. We'll see if, oh, they dropped down. Excuse me, T4 is right in the thick of things here. Throws out the limp to try to keep this going. The Ant Matrix is in fact enormous. Able to toe the line. They're right at the end as things were starting to feel a bit constricting. The Ant Matrix opens things back up in a heartbeat. Ooh. Looking for staggers. Just under 2 minutes. The wall will deny the lamp. The lamp gets stuck. Just gets LOS. I don't think it hit the wall per se, but I think it got LOS because of the ice wall. Very well played there out of Zispa. Now you're able to build up towards a blizzard to hold this choke. Oh, that's so enormous. I feel like it's gonna be so much easier to get a blizzard down here than it is back, way back on the back point of the objective. But hey, the photon barrier gets you through. Zispa decides to hold on to this sound barrier. Oh no! Double takes advantage of the indecision. Now the blizzard comes through. Oh, just saving her BAP. Hey, it works. You know what? Maybe it doesn't always go like you plan. Sometimes you just gotta stay flexible. You gotta stay organic. You gotta read the moment. And the snakes are just flowing like water here on this defense. 60 seconds to go. Cart is drifting through. I don't know if there's enough reinforcements to hold. This one's kind of down the wire. Here comes the offense. Ant Matrix up for Swirlio. Shatter from Tension does not make it around the corner. Beat is down from Kelly to try to push us over the line. Or, excuse me. We're trying to hold on to this point. With Mikey's overclock also in play. All right, ult invested. Cart stalled. A moment to breathe from this defense, but only a moment as Silly Billy gets cut down. Double makes it around the corner. And they just all looked at the Rein. The Rein went bye-bye, and it took the entirety of their 3 minutes. But Napa Cabbage are here to claim kings.
Play of the game.
Dude, they're just now coming out of their pause. On Midtown? Hey, and by the way, who picked Midtown? Okay, anyway, sorry. Huge play. Huge shatter there. All right, so Napa Cabbage with a 2-0 here. Looking back at his 1-0 as they quite legitimately just came out of their pause, or came out of a pause. Oh no, Anton! With 35 seconds left, Anton dies on Sprinkle's death mines. Pirate trying to come in and retake with the captain's son. What did we cut over to here? This is ridiculous. Illusions OC doesn't really find anything. In fact, it's Logerator who comes up with the pick. Crazy town. Crazy town. New Junk City banned Sim. Oh, we have a May ban. Then from Napa Cabbage. Oh, apparently they jumped the gun. They said R without being R. What do you know? What do you know? Okay. And we did get a full hold over there on Midtown. So your other semifinal match here is currently sitting at a 1-1. Now we're getting a Tenchi as him over there on the Durpee stream. Okay. I think we got everybody in now. All right, let's get into map 3 here in our own semifinal matchup. Uh-oh. There we go.
Initial flashpoint. Arena.
Oh, it was a Mayban. I didn't get the Mayban in from Napa Cabbage. I'm sorry. Here, let me go plug that in for you. Oh, yeah, man. Which a man would be spectacular here, right? But we're going to get the Zispa Venture instead. The TM Venture as well. With the weapon charm and everything. Let me get that Mayban plugged in real quick. A lot of DPS bans. Like, almost exclusively DPS bans so far in this match. Which I don't feel like has really been the case so far this tournament. You know, through much of this tournament, at least. Woo, that was a nice fire strike. You catch the BAP in the back. I mean, oh, you take those all day, every day, and twice on Sunday. It's Tenchi that delivers the crucial opening pick, and Phase Through that comes in with the awesome follow. Thank you so much. Nope. Oh, acted like they were running away. They did not track that one well enough. Oh, no, even being first ultimate online. The easiest ult to track. And they did not see that coming. That was dirty. Oh, Tenchi. Tenchi just, woof. Wow. Just a player after my own Rein heart. Oof. Like a grown tank player swoon. All right, checking out for this ant matrix. Try to take this back. Decent placement, but you got a lot of cover here for Napa Cabbage to play around. Double rolling out, gonna try to get aggressive on the left-hand side. Lands two, and Kelly goes down to the fire strike from across the way, claims that one. Back on the point, Silly Billy builds up towards the rest of their shatter, but Double's already popcorn slowly. If you're gonna win this, it's gotta be fast. It's 99-0, and you have no BAP to work with. Zispa trying to alleviate some of that pressure, which ends up gunning down. Silvok gets a hammer kill. Oh no, just doing him dirty. Oh, runs in to just punch people in the back. Or punch people with the hammer. That's your own tank, but still, you get the point. All right. Oh, nice shot. Double's gonna swing all the way to this left window after that beautiful opener. Cornswallio down. Does just give free cap over? It does. This is just gonna be your opening cap. Yeah, just send Kelly back to kite your BAP into the mix. So Tenchi and the rest of Napa Cabbage can just slow things down here a little bit. It is certainly up to Snake, so they're going to try to engage with the Sound Barrier and this Tectonic Shock. Woo! Oh, some huge damage on the Shock out of Zispa. Just cleaving through three with two of those final blasts. Enormous amount of pressure. Calling Kelly does go down towards the end of the fight, as does Silly Billy. A beautiful Ant Matrix out of Team 4 might just swing this thing. They are themselves were sub 20 health, 16 health. Mikey will eventually gun him down from across the point. But we are 11 at 2v2 on this objective. Oh, and here comes backup. It's going to be Pixel returning in, but Mikey still evens the odds anyways. Still, you cannot keep them all at bay. Tension throws down the shatter, trying to back away. Mikey might have actually done enough. Tension's going to fall, and Mikey's efforts will not go in without reward. I know, it was almost a good call. I butchered it there at the end. I know. Uh-oh, let's say, didn't she? Doesn't look like they're in a good spot, but what a great bailout there from Pixel. When Zispa ends up going down, Double, get some shots in the fire strike landing for the final blow. Woo! There's a pin. Billy's gonna chase. Great lamp out of T4. Oh, they're trying to keep everybody alive. A little regen burst. Your tank's still low. Double's gonna drop with Deadeye to try to hold on to this point that has been flipped for Napa Cabbage. But calling Kelly and company. Uh-oh. Move in and take over. Of course, I went to Kelly's pop and they die. But Mikey lands a beautiful shot. We get a flip at 99%. Mikey gets the cleanup here. This late stage of this fight will tie us up at 1 apiece, claiming Refinery. Oh, I should have just gone up like through the... Anyway. No, Shadow tried to catch the rotation as Silly Billy does not land. Nice block there out of Tenchi. Cap the snakes for now. Molten Core and play out of Zispa here to start this off. Who is matching the Tor, by the way? I don't think I've commented on that. We do have 2 Torbjorns on the battlefield. Sylvok does respond. Though there's just, I don't know, the floor is lava. Everywhere you look, the floor is lava. Rotation left-hand side, A-Matrix in play here from T4. Right as Billy went to pin in as well. Sound Barrier does not save the tank. But T4 themselves does get traded. Still with Tenshi still in play, and the beat from Pixels. More than enough for cleanup here from Napa Cabbage. Huge beat, actually, out of Pixels. And they don't try to match, they just wait till Kelly's beats phase. They saw Kelly's beat, didn't get what they wanted, didn't save Silly Billy. So they're able to just completely wait it out. And a beautiful re-engage. Tenshi is going to fight too with that shatter. Both of them are going down. Just been trying to go chase Pixels. Double comes over to try to support, but it's Mikey finds the shot there. I mean, they're all kind of drifting towards the right-hand side of that point. Mikey lines it up right as Double is going to drop the Deadeye. One final fight for the lead in New Junk City. Silly Billy rushing forward. Mikey with the overclock in play. And the shield looking a bit worn there for Tenshi. But after those C dissipates, the retreat here from Snakes. Napa Cabbage pursues onto the point. Double is able to get a kill, but nobody's able to get onto the objective. And it's a 2-1 lead here for Snakes. Still the fight continues as Tenshi ends up counterpinned in enemy territory. And late kills do a lot to favor Snakes in the first cap of the next point as well.
Flashpoint unlocks in 10 seconds.
Oh. Counter Shatter's going to pick up two. Silly Billy goes swinging through the mix. That was an explosive fight with everything through. That was a weird looking fight. I saw some of that happen. Like how did Zispa not get hit by that shatter? That was a very strange moment. That's why the whole thing started with me going like, what? That was wild. Yeah, servers are just having some problems. Ah! Alright, sounds like we're back. Beat versus Ant Matrix. Don't pull a Violet and you should be alright. Disengage off the high ground. No sound barriers directly in front of the Ant Matrix. No. So there you go. First criteria met. Now we're going to get the Kitsu in play from Cornswolio, and looked like Kelly was going to go pursue that. Silvok is low, and Silly Billy just kind of slowly moves up to play around this front corner. It's enough to buy the space back. Looking like Tenchi had no shield left, really no resources to try to deny the cap. Actually, it's going to get booped over into the corner and taken down. So an important flip here for Snakes. They look to try to get one finally on the board in the map score. See if they can force this map force. They just sort of push. I think one more hold could potentially do it. Well, we'll see. We'll see. That's a very low. Silvok trying to run away, picks up the mini, but still at 150 shot from that railgun's more than enough to put you back in a respawn queue. Tenchi thinks they've got just about a position and just might have. They're able to rotate back around, and fortunately for Snake, stay alive, regroup with the tape. Would have been a huge opening. Tenchi able to push through the choke, though. A little bit of lead in the sound barrier race. I mean, excuse me, in the Earth Shatter race. Sound barrier is available for both teams. Trying to pin pins back into the Ant Matrix. Disengage here out of Silly Billy, whereas this was going to respond with a Molten Core, but it's from way off point. Doesn't really have a great angle. Still manages to get some good coverage. Sound barriers down. They're trying to help protect, but the Earth Shatter for 2 from Tenchi is just more than Snakes can handle. We're going to flip at 70-something%. Only 2 on point. I guess Silvok's here as well. 3 on point. Silly Billy is here. Looks like we will get a touch. We will get a fight. Well, they didn't touch. Okay, they didn't touch. Oh, what a predict! What a predict! The boop didn't quite land. Somehow Tenchi didn't get booped back. He saw Kelly try to go in and boop them back over this direction. There is a consumer still in play, but Double has already found some important kills. And despite no ultimates, somehow Napa Cabbage hang on through 3 from the other side. I get 2 from the other side. Kitsu and Shatter. We're going to the Ducks for our 5th and final flashpoint. Could be the series. If Snakes don't win it out, that is. This could be the end of the series. Silvok will go ahead and just throw his Molten Core. We're going to look in for somebody stuck in this corner, perhaps. You end up in a duel with Zispa. Meanwhile, Double finds Double, as they tend to do. I went the wrong way. That's never happened. I've never done that in game. I've never gone out and looked the wrong direction in a flashpoint map before. No, it's never happened. Oh, that did get through and fine too. The shield didn't quite get enough coverage, and Kelly is gonna fall. Silvok's able to land some shots, but a great counter pin. Silly Billy reads that point blank counter pin. Still the Ant Matrix, put so much damage. Tifa and Double come up with 2 apiece. And another great hold. Napa Cabbage just need 1 more to win the series. Mikey will have an overclock available at any time. You don't have to even build up towards it. You just go ahead and drop it here immediately. Molten Core thrown up top. We're just going to push in right into the middle and try to go take the low ground. Mikey covering from range with this OC, but Double gets a kill with the Deadeye from the left-hand side. Mikey did respond, but Billy is down. Napa Cabbage is in control, despite a Kitsu from the other side. This is looking desperate for Snakes. And we will see them in the 3rd place game. Napa Cabbage move on to your grand finals. Double player of the match. I feel like Double has been just so wicked good. Every time we get them on. Every single time. God, they have the servers have been a little finicky today, haven't they? I think we're going to duel with Durpee for this next match. We're actually going to get in a call with Durpee here. Well, there we go. The Durpee Bull Skunk duo cash. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Hello, hello.
The Bull Skunk.
What's up, Durpee?
How you liking the tournament so far?
You kidding? This has been a blast. I hope you do it again next year.
Perhaps. I hope to see more creators do stuff like this, you know, maybe other people get involved, some one-trick tournaments or something.
It's quite awesome. It's so good for the community. So, no, genuinely, thank you for doing it. It's been a lot of fun. I was calling it like the palate cleanser tournament, you know, like with all the meta and everything going, like just pure Reinhardt. It was very much just a palate cleanser going into 2026.
I know. We're going to see a lot of Ramatra, I'm sure.
Yeah, no doubt.
In the next year or so.
Yeah, we got the Durpee Bull Skunk cast. I don't know if the people are ready for this.
Yeah, I mean, I naturally would be doing that duo cast, but I'm excited for it. Excited to see how this goes. I know you're an experienced caster, so be excited to work along you on this. I think I need to move somebody to red spectator. I'm going in.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've had
On
your
the
hands
poll,
full putting all this together. It's been incredible.
Oh yeah, and I had to make that rule spreadsheet like 2 hours before. Realized we probably needed like documentation, so a lot of stuff. I don't think it's been that bad. The first day was the most chaotic because you had the most amount of teams, but like half of them got eliminated.
Right.
So the next day wasn't too bad, and this pretty easy today.
Has anything surprised you so far in this tournament? As far as just picks, or who's doing well, or has anything stood out?
I didn't expect the Silvok team to make it so far, and yeah, I mean, other than that, like, I don't think the team that won the last series with like Kirkmeister and Anton Coco, I'm not surprised they won. They have a pretty good team. DPS are pretty good.
Right. I mean, Kirkmeister I'm familiar with from Wasp and, you know, Face It League and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. He's really good, and I'm sure both of these teams are probably going to be having some fun this series, knowing that they can't make it to the grand finals. Obviously, they got money on the line, so there's something to play for, but we see a Pharah, or not a Pharah, we see a Mercy pick here out of Cornfolio. He'll be pocketing the Junkrat from French Toast, and Team Tampa's on their traditional team comp of that Bapalari Junk Soj, looking to, you know, take this seriously and get their money. See how this one goes.
Yeah, it's our first look at AST and Tampa on stream here. I know you've been following them throughout this tournament. So this Bapa Yari has been a constant for them. They've stuck with this and kind of been their identity, huh?
Yeah, they actually have a DPS player playing Baptiste, so Pirate's also a flex support, so they've just been playing Bapalari, and they're actually going to be first to fall here to that Mercy comp, so you know, maybe the Snakes aren't quite out of this one yet.
Oh, we'll go for a first cap, Logerator. Ooh, could be the ticket right back in, though. You find the Mercy of Cornfolio. I know Cornfolio was trying to get Pirate to go into a Mercy duel, but Pirate did not give them that luxury.
Pirate's probably pretty devastated about the recent loss and wants to come away with a win at the end of the day. You know, get some of that prize money. So he's still taking this very seriously. But despite his efforts, and there's a kill on the French Toast, Sprinklers winning the Junkrat here. Mocha Mikey with the trade. I mean, I've seen some pretty sloppy series in this tournament. I don't know if you can say the same, but
for sure.
I mean, these fights are going back and forth. The comps are kind of funny as well.
Anytime you add the Jay Celia into the mix, yeah, I mean, it just adds a bit of a randomness to it. I mean, so does a Mercy. We get a res onto Mocha Mikey. Oh, they immediately get taken down again. Yak is gonna. You said DPS player. Oh, there it is. There it is. Almost built up towards an Ant Matrix, and this, you know, first cap for Team Tampa for this series. And they might be able to get a couple of fight wins here, just ulting this doorway.
Yeah, and it's going to be a Valkyr from Cornfolio, and you got to wonder if he's going to opt to just do the traditional healing and damage booster, take his pistol out, and maybe get some frags. And there it is with the Valk, pocketing his Reinhardt. Reinhardt falls. There's the pistol onto AST design, but Not going to do too much damage to the shield there. As AST Design also denying the res at the same time. Going to require a limp from Yak, and actually the res gets off. But not without AST Design finding a kill onto Mocha Mikey. There's a nice exchange there from Cornfolio with his pistol and res.
The Silly Billy doesn't waste any time going right back to the point, though. They do have a shatter to work with. Yak's able to jump out. Uh-oh. Hey, Silly Billy could be in trouble. Incoming tire. They're out of sprinkles. Going up.
Yeah.
Oh, we're looking for the Reinhardt. Oh, nope. Yak gets the Reinhardt. Oh, the tire. The tire was just a red herring. It'll actually go find Mikey as well.
That's going to be followed up with an emo out of AST Design. We've seen a lot of those. I know you haven't casted these guys too much. But we've seen a lot of emos out of AST Design after winning team fights, so something to keep an eye on here. And there's another one right in front of the spawn room.
So that is just some ego right there. They're just brazen.
I know.
Like in the rooftop battle we just saw between Pirate and French Toast. Pirate comes up with 2. Captive Son now thrown in from Kelly. They're going to find at least one of their own. Oh, now they're doing a little jumping around, some pogo sticking, if you would. This is some silliness. You're not wrong, Durpee. This is some silliness.
I know, and these guys, all of them are friends, you know, pretty tight in the community, so I'm sure we'll see a lot of teabags, more of those emotes, more of these weird comps. I'm expecting the Grand Finals game to be taken, obviously, a lot more seriously, but this one's going to be a fun one to watch, kind of sit back and appreciate the love for the Reinhardt mirror that we have on our plate.
I saw the vision AST. AST was trying to get the counter pin into the gap. Couldn't quite get the environmental. I saw the vision, though.
Didn't quite get that, but gets 2 at the end there. Another emo on the point to go up 1-0 on Nepal.
We need an emote counter. Now, I noticed Silly Billy was rocking, like, I mean, classic Overwatch 1 Reinhardt skin. Isn't that the same skin you like to use, yes? Is this like paying homage? What's going on here?
I think Overwatch 1 Reinhardt is pretty clean compared to a lot of the other skins. I think like Wrapping Paper Rein is pretty good, or like some of the Overwatch League variants, the Overwatch 1 Overwatch League. But because my main account's banned, I don't have access to a lot of those. Yeah. We've got a brawl over here, top right on Nepal Village. This map really favors the Reinhardt mirror, as Painting Sugar, who's actually Silly Billy 9, I refer to them as Painting Sugar because that's their actual like main account name.
Yes.
Takes a lot of damage here. And Log Raider's going to open up with a kill on the Cornfolio, who swapped off the Mercy onto the Moira. So, Cornfolio playing some funny heroes. Usually you're seeing him on the Kiriko or the Baptiste, but looks like this match around he's trying to play more of those untraditional support comps.
Well, and that's, I mean, you know, typically we'll see, you know, they play for the Spa and Faceit League, and they're doing extremely well there in Expert Division. So, yeah, absolutely a serious competitor in here, having some fun with heroes they don't normally get to compete with. We are going to get a bit of a trade. It makes sense about Painting Sugar. Like, I don't know everybody's ults, so it's like, oh, that's actually a name I recognize. I've seen Painting Sugar around.
Yeah, Painting Sugar really the only person in this lobby that's not, like, on their main account, but...
Okay, I heard.
So, everybody else is... their actual identity. And AC's not doing a Death Blossom here in the gates. On the Reinhardt falls quickly after, but not without getting 90 to the Earth Shatter. A clean Death Blossom.
Not to mention finding a kill onto a Widowmaker, not something you see very often, you know, with the Reinhardt closing the gap against a Widowmaker.
Yeah.
What do we got?
And Fire's on the Lucio. He's pretty flexible. You're going to keep an eye out for him in 2026. A strong competitor, has yet to play on a team in Masters Division, but could definitely compete in that realm. He's looked really good on the Alari so far, all tournament long. So, could potentially make a name for himself in 2026. Pretty passionate about competing. Got a Shatter here from AC Design, so we're going to get on the Shatter cam, see what he can do here.
Good boop out of Pirate, fights Court Swallow. But hey, you know, showing off some of that flexibility and working it more towards that, AST? AST just going to walk by.
We got a straight line here out of Painting Sugar. Potentially a fake disconnect here into a pin onto Yak, and it's going to work. It's miraculous.
It was a fake pin. The fake DC.
Oh my gosh.
And the point blank 1 HP shatter.
Fire with a one-man D onto himself. Yeah, I'm telling you, a lot of chaotic stuff's about to go down. Clean mechanics on the Lucio, though, from Pirate getting the kill on a French Toast before trading. But, yeah, this is going to be a fun one.
Oh, both Reinhardts ended up flying off to either into the screen. That was great. That was great.
Yep. Back on AST here with a Shatter in play. Swolio getting the kill on Sprinklers. This Moira pick, honestly, not so bad when it's paired with the, or I guess the Alari. Maybe it's kind of bad, but...
Hey, they're both going to throw in
nice.
ultimates. Oh, but AST just shatters the Coalescence. How about this, this Captive Sun? Oh, drop in right behind AST.
Wow. French Toast on the run are going to get the better of AST here. Let's see if he can make anything happen and get a Shatter of his own on the Echo copy.
Actually,
I don't think it's going to happen because the tie for Sprinkler is going to zone him.
Hey, but able to at least block the tire, all right? For a non-Reinhardt player,
true.
it's pretty good. Pretty good for French Toast.
Yep.
We do have a duplicate in play here from Logger Raider to try to retake this. We're almost dead even in percentage. I'm looking at 66 apiece here on the board. Mikey might be able to keep him with this OC.
Yep. Local Mikey's looked pretty good on the Sojourn. I'm sure you've watched a lot of his matches. He's looked pretty good. Usually getting a lot of value on these overclocks. Saw him on Nepal a few days ago. Get a 4-piece. But it's actually painting Sugar getting the opener onto AST. A copy from Log Raider trying to get a tank back on the field, but it's not going to do anything. Instantly disappearing. Swolio going to get the kill on that. And Team Tampa is going to have to kite out, and they might not be able to even get a recontest here. As Sprinklers fall super late, as well as Yak.
That was ideal for Snakes. Really good job just to go first in that one. They kind of forced Team Tampa to play reactionary, and they were on the back foot for that entire fight. Now just dashing to point, emoting on the point, down 66-99. A kill on a Swolio. Open this up. Mikey has an overclock, trying to play from the top of the bridge, so he can deny the DPS. Doesn't really find anything, but with ASC down, there's nobody left to anchor the point. Right into round 3.
Be going into Shrine, personally my least favorite of the 3 Nepal sub-maps. But, you know, maybe in the Reinhardt mirror, it's not nearly as bad to play. See any swaps here. I'm sure Pirates probably going to go back to the Alari. Pirates played Lucio on Village every single time I've watched them, and I haven't seen him win. Yo, Mocha Mikey with a 5, gifted in the middle of the series. Thank you so much for the 5. Gifted earlier. Appreciate that.
Let's go.
Appreciate the middle of the series. Middle of the series gifted. Very nice of you. Thanks so much. Hoping you are able to find the better of Team Tampas here on this Nepal map. As Pyre swaps back to that Alari. I want to see what he can do here, opening things up.
Talk about the gifted in the match chat. They're like, we're just breaking meta right now.
Gonna get maybe a community bonus. I might have to let them, you know, get a damage buff or more HP in the next map for that.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
A little cool. Just turn those cooldowns down just a little bit, you know.
Yep. Maybe disconnect somebody from the lobby.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, Elephant Control and opening pick. Well, opening couple of picks now have gone over to Team Tampa. Silly Billy did trade 1, but now we're in a 4v2. Logger Raider will help clean up. First cap will go to Team Tampa here in our 3rd round.
Yep. Team Tapas usually look really good on this Shrine, and again, I've got to give credit to Pirate and Sprinklers. Usually get a lot of work done here on this map, typically, so Pirate likes to take aggressive angles on the Alari. Got to keep eyes on him here.
Is leading the server in ult charge right now. Just give you any indication on the amount of work they're getting done here in this 3rd round.
Yep.
Oh, and early
just gonna have a hard time
here
approaching the angles on Echo. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's Sprinklers with the opener. Sprinklers, I've seen him get a lot of the opening kills in the Junkrat. And honestly, going into the tournament, I was not familiar with his game. I knew he liked playing Junkrat, but he's had a good showing. And Pirate actually standing still falls to French Toast on the left side of the map. Not sure what that was all about. Maybe adjusting a setting, maybe taking a drink of water. AST, 1-man shut on the right side of the map. Gets the kill, barely, as Yak also finds Painting Sugar, and that's a miraculous fight win after Pyro was AFK. You got first pick there.
Yeah, French Toast tried to work in from the opposite angle after getting that opening pick. I mean, a great opening pick to find Pirate. Try to clear the skies a little bit, make it a little bit safer, but French Toast was not able to get in, you know, before the rest of the players went down on that opposite side by Elephant. Stop pinging me, says Logger Raider. Oh! Me! Double damage fire strike puts Silly Billy back into spawn.
Yeah, AST and Yak have looked really good on the window fire strikes this series. Getting another one onto Painting Sugar. Painting Sugar is going to come back with this Earth Shatter, though. Let's see if he can get anything going in this Reinhardt mirror against AST, who's blocked a lot of shatters today against Anton Coco in the previous match. want to see if Painting Sugar has anything different to say, but Sprinkler's opening things up, then using a Rip Tire. Let's see if you can find any value, and it's going to be instantly destroyed.
Yeah, that was by the time I hit the button, the camera just kind of flubbed around. Cornsolio actually wins that out, surprisingly enough.
And Mocha Mikey, Overclock coming online soon. He's going to need it if he wants to have Nepal go any longer. As Team Tompas are closing in here, 99. A touch from Cornsolio on the Moira into a Coalescence, but with no fade, he's going to get punished by Log Raider. But a Shatter here connects with ASC Design. 2 Reinhardts on the field. French Toast, Reinhardt immediately taken away from Log Raiders, Overclock. But with that kill to AST, we're going to have a point flip here. First point flip of the round.
That was a fast and furious fight.
Yeah.
They're having a lot of fun, but also like the coordination has been really good. I loved, you see French Toast come in and bail Cornsolio out there. I mean, doesn't quite save them, but almost able to body block with the iframes of the duplicate to try to save the Coalescence. But early picks here have gone for Team Tompa. And they're able to back away. Now they're about to head up towards main. Oh, but Sprinkles gets separated from the pack. Mikey's got an OC to try to hold this point.
Here's Mocha Mike with the overclock. He's looked so good on Nepal, especially with his overclocks, but not able to find anything but ASC Design shield. Maybe getting a bit overzealous after they kill the Sprinklers, thinking that Team Tompas would still try to push in, but a pretty easy kite on that OC. Mocha Mikey's going to reset to the high ground. A favorable position here for the Sojourn. See if he can find anything with a 100 charge rail here. It's going to be a window out from Yak.
Shoal, thank you so much for the raid.
Not really able to walk.
Raid. Thank you.
Damage.
No cheat, thank you for the follow as well.
Snakes. Just going to fall to Mocha Mikey.
Oh, and Mikey's now just got this angle on the top side. You're forcing everybody kind of into a corner, corralling Tompa beautifully. Snakes now move in for the kill. And they're, oh, unfortunately traded. Pirate able to strike back. Oh, but Cornsolio moves in for their second pick of this exchange with 75% gained here from Snakes.
And Cornsolio actually doing a lot on this Moira. Very good selection. Reinhardt duel going on the left side. That's going to be Painting Sugar falling. And that could call game here. But Team Tompas having to reset. Colin Kelly's Alariel is probably going to pose a threat to them on this rotate. They're going to have to chill out for a little bit. Connects with the Log Raider, and that's a nice frag on the Log Raider. Good mechanics on the Alara from Colin Kelly. A nice trade. AC with the Shatter, though. Walking into Cornsolio's overclock. Let's see if we can get anything going here. And Alariel out from Pirate. AC Design shattering nothing but the wall. Pirates, though, his ultimate connects with something before he's traded out. OC out of Log Raider. All eyes on him. A lot of ults out on the field.
Oh, no.
French Toast with a nice pin on AC.
It actually took him out of Painting Sugar's Shatter, but it ends up working. Logger Raider and Sprinkles have been able to find kills. We're down an interesting spot. Logger Raider comes from the other side. We're actually going to get this flip. Despite AST going down kind of in the middle of that, Team Tompa steal it away.
It's going to be a close map win for Team Tompa. It's a very competitive series so far. So we're going to be heading into Hybrid here. And I've seen a lot of Midtown, honestly. I've seen a lot of Midtown in Kings Row. I've yet to see any, forget what the third map was.
We've said
Eichenwald.
Yeah, I actually saw Ike. I saw Ike, I think, once on Friday. It's the only, other than that, it's been like all Kings. I haven't seen any Midtown.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any Midtown at all.
Midtown's been a favorite for Team Tompas, and I know I've watched a lot of their games, so.
With the Bappy Yard comp, that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, Bapalari and Sprinkles on the Junkrat. It's pretty hard to recontest on Midtown into those heroes, so makes a lot of sense. Let's see where they're going to want us to go here. I imagine they might want to ban the Junkrat or the Alari. Those have been some pretty good bans going up against Team Tompas, as it takes Sprinklers off of his comfort hero and Pirate off of the hero that he's able to carry on the most in this community tournament. So curious to see what they're going to do here.
How have what's the fallback when the Bap or the Yari get banned out, and how have Tompa looked when that happens?
Usually they'll just go Kiriko, like Pyro will go Kiri.
I agree, man.
I want to go Jib. Technically, got to go Hybrid, but I'm not gonna say anything about it. You know, Mocha Mikey with a 5 gifted might let him go whatever map you want. Usually they'll just go Kiri. Log Raider and Sprinkles on the Junkrat. That's going to be a close map win for Team Tompas. It's a very competitive series so far. So we're going to be heading into Hybrid here. And I've seen a lot of Midtown going up against Team Tompas. As it takes Sprinklers off of his comfort hero and Pirate off of the hero that he's able to carry on the most in this community tournament. So curious to see what they're going to do here.
My Oh, we're getting potentially the Gurk Raptor. We gifted 5. It's allowed to swap.
Trying to have Gurkmeister swap rosters. That's going to be illegal, as roster luck was yesterday before matches started. It's going to be an illegal move.
Flag on the field. A community buff plus roster lock happened.
Community buff has been pretty crucial here. Some of these teams.
Clearly, yeah. Yeah, I can see how it would be a powerful factor. No doubt.
Yep. If nobody in the chat has any opposition to Gibraltar, nobody in the match chat. Oh, Kings Row, Junk, Echo. Okay.
All right. Now we're getting some real picks.
Celebrate the end of the holiday season. I think I'll take us to Kings Row Winter Variation.
I think it's an excellent choice, my friend.
Yeah. Haven't seen that one yet personally, but for the third place match, might have to pull it out.
Oh, I've seen a lot of Winter Kings Row. I think everybody's done Winter on my stream.
I've yet to do a Winter one. I've been taking it very seriously, but this time around,
I can understand. Third place match, I get it.
Yeah. We Junk, Echo.
Well, because there are, I know of at least one, and correct me if there's more, but I know there's at least one spot where there's a pretty big difference as far as the presence being added in and the actual geometry in the map is actually different in Winter version.
Yeah, and I know that the snow as well causes some like high grounds or like miniature high grounds that don't exist on the main one, but...
Oh, okay, gotcha. There you
go. We got Luca in here.
Let's go. How did Luca get in the match?
Oh no, we just joined in. I think it's at the friends only, invite only, but Luca, you know, very respected member of the community here, so...
Is Derry LARPing?
Oh no. Derry. Oh.
Or a diary? Did I misread that?
Not Luca. It's not Luca. We're gonna get him out of here. We have to fake Luca.
No fake Lucas are out. No fake Lucas allowed at all.
Yeah. I think real Luca is streaming Marvel Rivals or something right now.
Yeah, I saw that earlier as well.
Yeah, he is. Alright.
Now entering King's Row. Initiating match.
All right, let's go to Kings. It's map 2 time.
I haven't seen a lot of Symmetra play. I know you're watching the Silvok team. I know they like to lean on the Sim. Have they been doing a lot of that? Like, it's been looking good.
Yeah, it has. It's looked real good. I think we saw a couple teams go to the Sim. We saw Snakes try to match it against Silvok's team, but just couldn't quite find that same rhythm.
Yeah, I think Silvok's hero pool of Torb Sim are very strong in the Reinhardt mirror, so not too surprised to see them make it all the way to the grand finals. It's going to be an interesting matchup when they have to play against guys like Gurkmeister, though, on the Kabluvius team. So it'll be a fun one to watch. But for now, we'll be watching Kings Row here in the third place match. We are still seeing a Moira out of Consuelio, and I can't blame him. You know, maybe he's going to swap in the spawn, but I really can't blame him. The Moira was looking pretty good last map on Nepal. But it's going to be the traditional Bap, Alari, Soj, and actually Torb here out of Sprinklers because Junkrat's banned. And then, of course, you got the Reinhardt.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So let's see the approach here from the attacking team. Mocha Mikey not able to find a headshot out of spawn. French Toast also going for a headshot kill out of spawn. Double sniper look. Mocha Mikey's going to swap to the Soldier. And you can see that one team is taking it way more seriously than the other. It looks like the Snakes here not trying too hard to get this money, but Silly Billy 69 here does find a kill on a Sprinklers. Of course, Swolio a kill onto Log Raider. So, you know, maybe these untraditional comps, these non-traditional things you'd see people playing, are actually pretty favorable here
Well,
Those
it
are
was inspired.
unexpected.
I will say it was
Yeah.
inspired. They used double snipers to cover the approach from Painting Sugar, and Painting Sugar goes and grabs the high ground. They're able to pin across and pick up kills. The rest of the team can't really counter because of the double sniper, and they have to respect that lane control. So it was creative, and it was a little, you know, off kilter, but I saw the vision, and it worked like a charm.
Yeah, that's true. You know, maybe a set play out of the snake, something they drew up in the locker room before heading into this match. Wouldn't be surprised. I don't know, this team really wanted to win the tournament, so probably not completely out of the third place match.
What is this? What does this soldier do? Okay, so we're rotating up to the window. I'm curious, are we going to try to get behind him and do a super wide swing?
I have no idea. I've got all eyes on the Cornsuolio, and I'm looking at him on the right side here with French Toast.
Yep.
Damage orb being applied. Some good damage orbs. Making some space here. We're super good on the flank. French Toast able to get the kill on the Pirate. And it just looks like Team Tampa is completely caught off guard here by this comp from the Snakes.
Oh yeah, the shadow was such a huge exclamation point. Mikey did, in fact, continue on that route and ended up squeezing on this defense from behind Bookstore after just sprinting all the way around. So the Soldiers are absolutely about the super quick repositioning, and yeah, I'd have to agree with you. Tampa look a little caught off guard.
Yeah, and Mocha Mikey with his visor and that Helix Rocket perk, he's going to have Helix Rocket every 2 seconds when he visors. If anything, that's going to apply a lot of pressure to AST Design, get some good shield damage in. He's actually going to be on the high ground here. Mocha Mikey setting up. I wonder if he's going to use the visor. AST Design kills his Reinhardt, though, so he's going to have to step back. Probably no ultimate invested this team fight. But we've got Cornsuolio. I mean, if we look at Cornsuolio, he's on third point.
Yeah, Cornsuolio was out on an adventure. French Toast was like AFK through that entire fight. Was just sitting on point A, just as a statue, the entire, like, first 30 seconds. So I have no idea what's going on there. What kind of weird strats? Yeah, another set play? I don't know.
Maybe his food came in. Cornsuolio attempting to use a Coalescence in the backline. Caught out by sprinklers in his torp turret, though. Unfortunately, not able to connect on anything there.
That Captive Sun connects beautifully, though. So yeah, I guess French Toast had to go get his DoorDash, came back in, you know, gets a closeout kill against Sprinkles, boom, 2 points on the board.
Yeah, and I mean, these guys are heading into third point with 5 minutes on the clock. No ultimate for them, but doesn't really matter. You got so much time to work with. This Kings Row third point, though, pretty hard to attack, so it's nothing out of the picture for Team Tampa's to create a full hold here, get something going.
That Painting Sugar being on the left-hand side might have made for an easy shatter for the squishies, but I think fortunately for the defense, or excuse me, fortunately for Snakes, the defense doesn't take that opportunity. Little pin in behind, and that's going to be a squeeze onto Mikey. Finishes off the Soldier.
Yeah, and Pyro had a nice overclock to open that one up, and then another headshot kill. So really setting things up there for him. That's what we like to see out of him, the highest ranked player on his team. Well, actually, AST Design might be a close second, but AST with the Earth Shudder on the point. Can he get the better of Painting Sugar in this matchup? We'll have to see, as it's a slow, decisive fight. Both teams with slower comps. They got the double hit scan. A nice block onto Painting Sugar's Shatter from AST. Overclock here from Logerator. He can connect with anything.
Just try to throw one in short if it got. Logerator's OC does enough. It just puts enough pressure down. You don't even need anything else with that. It's a beautiful overclock. Get her done.
Yeah, and Logerator closing things out. And we've seen a nice hold here on third point so far. 2 minutes off the clock here for AST Design and Team Tampa's. Still have this Earth Shatter online, though. See if AST can connect with anything.
Being accused of being a joystick impersonator. Just never hitting Q.
Joystick likes to play on the payload, play a very slow game, and AST Design with the same playstyle here. It's worked out pretty well for him in the tournament. Maybe if somebody signed Joystick last minute, they could have found themselves in the grand finals.
Everybody's still waiting for AST to shatter. Oh, and it gets
my gosh, he just shattered on the spawn room. 2 men down, but no follow-up out of his teammates.
I'm surprised it landed.
Was.
I looked like it was going to get interrupted. I was lucky that would even hit the ground.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, surprisingly gets to in the spawn room. Yak now with the window. Pirate with another Alarial, a very fast Alarial. I'm keep eyes on him this fight. He likes to initiate early with those. French Toast behind. Pirate to these Alarial to stay on the map, but 2 players are already down on the side of the Snakes. And this Alariel's not going to accomplish too much, but neither is Colin Kelly. He's actually calling Kelly a late kill on the pipe with the Alariel. And AST falling low himself, but that was a pretty sloppy fight.
that was a lot going on. Yak's Amp Matrix getting used in that is uh-oh. We got DC.
Oh, we're gonna have to pause the match. Server's been quite bad all day.
Yeah, it has. I was trying to play earlier and I was having problems like trying to play earlier in the day.
Yeah, my first game today had like 10 pauses, so.
Yeah. But Yak using an A Matrix in the middle of all that was surprising to me back into this game. I didn't through that chaos, that was one I was surprised that we saw played.
Yeah. And you know, a lot of these teams are probably not used to like the macro for playing with these Reinhardt comps, so seeing some sloppy plays from both sides is going to be expected.
Right.
As you're saying, Quarterbort and yeah, definitely trolling as that's a call from the enemy team wanting to see Quarterbort go into the lobby. I would not be opposed to it. Am I good at Soldier? Mocha Mike, your Soldier is clean. In fact, we're going to have all eyes on you with this visor. See if you can get a 5-man visor going, potentially wrap around left side of the map. Infinite Helix Rocket perk, and Colin Kelly is back on the game. So, hopefully we can get this one resumed pretty shortly.
I'll follow suit. We're going to get all eyes on Mocha Mikey here on our stream as well. You know, all eyes on Mocha Mikey.
No pressure to Mocha Mikey. Let's see him work around the map, potentially get behind the enemy team, make something happen. No pressure.
Mikey drops the R. Like, whoa. Easy there,
He's feeling too confident, man. He's feeling too confident. The lights are bright. That's when Mocha Mikey has shined this tournament.
Okay, so how long was between like determining you wanted to do this and making this happen, as far as this tournament in general?
Honestly, I was planning out the subathon like 2 weeks ago, and somebody brought up that I should do a community tournament, so I decided to add it. I wasn't sure what the rules were going to be yet, so that was decided like probably about a week ago.
Wow, that's crazy turnaround. You know, most people were like, you know what I mean? I was like, I know, well, maybe in 6 months, you know, we'll plan something, you know, and it's like, nah, screw it. We're doing next weekend. Let's go. Let's do it. Come on. That's amazing. That's badass. Well done.
With all the support from the community, I had to pay them back with a quick turn on this tournament. And it's been pretty fun.
Hell yeah, it has. It's been fun to be a part of it. All right, let's go. We got some R's, some genuine R's this time. Let's go.
Got all eyes here on Mocha Mikey with the visor. Helix Rocket perk. Let's see what he can get going here. Setting up on this high ground. Actually, I've never seen anybody go this way. First time I've seen this in like 10 years of Overwatch. A complete wraparound in this spawn room.
The mind games are real. Yeah. Now we're going on a tour of the subway. Oh, yep. Just want to go peek in. Now we're gonna get a little emoting.
With a 6-7 emote.
Yeah. We're gonna.
Maybe a late fight visor could turn things around here, as we have some traits here on the battlefield. See something on this visor.
So the 6-7 emote once again. This time up around the good AD strafe. Yes.
And that's gonna help him clear on the walls. You know, the emote third-person POV, maybe helping him check for any flankers around that wall. Probably a tactical play. It's gonna be painting sugar, opening it up with a fire strike on a pirate. Pretty non-traditional out of pirate to die first like that on the Alari to a fire strike. Pretty weird from him. Here's Mocha Mikey actually getting into the team fight, doing some damage here finally. As he wants to open up with a visor at any moment now, as his team has a lot of space on the map.
Oh, Big Pen.
Yeah, Big Pen. Here's finally the visor to motivate. He's going to full track the second point of King's Row. A perfect visor to Mocha Mikey to open some space up, get the kill on the Log Raider with the help of French Toast. AST Shatter online. Can he get a turnaround here on the fight? Painting Sugar is hard shielding the payload. A window from Yak is going to connect a window fire strike. Nice. Very good window fire strike on Painting Sugar.
Oh. And Sprinkles throwing some double damage rivets through as well. Look at those nasty Cheetos. Those are some super flaming hot Cheetos.
Yeah, and I mean, we've seen a very good 5.5 minute hold here on King's Row third. I mean, Sprinkler's whiffing about 5 Cheetos in a row. Encore and Swirly on the Mega Health pack. Unable to clean up that kill that could have been a round-winning kill. but French Toast of the Dragon now able to make something happen potentially, but it's going to be Painting Sugar dying, and then a nice shadow from AST to most likely close out the round.
Yeah, we'll chase French Toast up the subway entrance just for, that last little moral victory. Always feels good. All in all, like you said, a monstrous hold. I mean, genuinely, we were seeing some very unusual strats out of Snakes going in through both point A and point B. It was a one and done on point A with the double sniper look that we saw. And they kind of kept Team Tampa off balance all the way through that point B. And ended up putting 3 points on the board with a ton of time. Absolute enormous time bank. So, big props to this Team Tampa defense. Like, that is turning lemons into lemonade. They find the swaps. They stabilize. Once we kind of get more into a little bit more traditional Kings row play, they're in point C. A lot more just front and back. A lot more. There's not as much shenanigans really that you can pull out there in that third point. And yeah, Team Tampa hold the line, win con set.
Yep, pretty good stuff here. It looks like teams discussing some substitutes here. Talking about subbing in Chopper, maybe subbing in me on the Reinhardt. Interesting to see here. Maybe some final moment roster swaps here.
The community buffs are real. Like you say, they go hard. They go hard.
Yeah, the origin of the community buff is like I let some teams in even though their roster didn't quite fit the 2-champion rule. And a lot of them ended up getting disqualified after the first day, but there's been some funny community buffs.
Gotcha.
And for the most part now at this point, a lot of the teams, all of the teams remaining are following the rule of 2 champions at the same time. The only questionable thing has been like roster lock. Didn't quite think of that when making the tournament, so like teams were able to add players up until the start of yesterday. So that's been like somewhat controversial, as I'm sure you might have already seen. But that's what they're talking about with these subs, talking about bringing in Chopper.
Sure.
Bringing in me.
Hey, you know what? It's the first ever Durpee duel, all right? You're working out some of the wrinkles a little bit, shall we say? The first of many. I hope to see.
I hope so. I'd love to see guys like Cardifan host a Doomfist tournament, Aspen and Frogger, maybe a Juno Lucio tournament.
That'd be awesome.
Some great stuff out of the community.
All right. Well, we got a one and done out of Team Tampa as they respond to the one attempt
quick
cap.
First cap here.
Yeah, we saw from Snakes.
Quick first cap here out of Team Tampa's, hoping to keep the momentum from the final round. Calling Kelly now in the Lifeweaver. It's going to be a Lifeweaver Moira backline. That's the first time I've seen this in this Reinhardt tournament. Oh, Mocha Mikey pounding the backline, though, on the Soldier.
Oh, good
Absolutely
Lord.
dominating the Tampa twins there on the Soldier. Sprinklers, though, does end up finally taking him down.
Good flick. Sprinklers was almost on the business end of another set of helixes there. Mikey was looking to claim their third, but gets like a 180 flick. Oh, we're going to pause college out there.
Yep.
Yeah, like a 180 flick to stop Mikey's reign of terror. Frenchie's mouse died. Oh, no!
Oh, no. And I have a request from the community to pull up Frenchie's stream. Let's see what's going on here. Some nice stuff.
Was it a Frenchie O-dub? Okay, okay.
Yeah.
What is happening?
Oh my god! I can't
Community request to take 15 minutes for somebody's mouse to charge here. What do we think about this?
my building!
Oh, is this Iron Mouse?
Are you plugged in?
All right, we are finally ready to go in here.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
Believe this.
I think Frenchie is scrolling TikTok, so if you ever see him standing still, I think that's what it is.
We have seen Frenchie standing still. Yep, is standing still right now. He was standing still for quite a bit earlier. Nope. Yeah, apparently he is playing
There's
again.
the opener on the Log Raider.
Yep. Oh no, an
painting
enormous
the
shatter
shatter.
from Painting Sugar.
Wow.
He's painting the streets with the blood of the enemies or something like that.
Yeah, no, actually. On King's Row, blood turning red. We got Mocha Mikey here with a visor. All eyes on him once again. Let's see if he's going to visor the wall or the enemy team this time around.
Now, there's a lot going on this Frenchie stream. That's a lot.
Yeah, I know.
That's a lot happening.
Yeah, but obviously some of these guys are getting their POVs in. Interesting to see how they play Overwatch.
I know, right? Coalescence here out of Cortfolio is leaping into the back line. Who are you, Nolan Corona? Log Raider doesn't think so.
Yeah, I know. Nolan is a crazy shout. That guy has not competed in a couple of years.
I know, right?
Hey, I like that.
I was a big avoided fan. What can I say?
I have some bad experiences with Nolan on my team in ranked. I don't think he liked me.
I believe. I mean, he was fun to cast, but I can't imagine trying to actually play ranked with that player.
Dude, he'd always go Lucio. I remember there was like a game on Lijiang where he went Lucio. He Ajax 3 beats.
Oh my god!
And like, and then he got mad at me when I got mad at him for Ajaxing 3 beats.
Right.
But I miss those times. That's back when ranked had a lot more passion in it than it does now. So
Fair.
look back at
Fair.
those moments and take it for granted.
Hard to
But we've
argue
got
with
4
that.
minutes in the bank here for Team Tompas.
Yeah, and a lot
Do
of
you
old
think
to work with.
Yeah, I don't know if the Lifeweaver Moira backline is going to be enough to hold them off. I mean, yeah, like you said, almost 5 ults here for Team Tompas. I'm still looking at Pirate with his Alario. He's going to go under the map for this initiation. What a play from him. Looking at French Toast, looking at Mocha Mikey. Mocha Mikey some clean tracking, almost taking him down midair.
Tree out
Tree
for
left on the
Kelly.
point. Yeah. Logger, nice OC.
Oh, yeah, Painting Sugar was like trying to hide around Mega. It just didn't quite work. Like, he even hacked the Mega to see if they could hold that little room, but it just left the front door wide open. Now Cortfolio's dead for the second time in this team fight, and that is going to be the match point 2-0 lead.
And that's going to be a 2-0. Like you said, we got one more map. Sprinkler's calling GG here, but we are not done yet. We are not done yet. We have one map remaining here in the third place match, a potential reverse sweep for Team Snakes, unless they decide to forfeit the match, leave the lobby.
Oh,
Have the option to do that.
We are seeing GG's
Like-
in the chat.
We are saying that, but we never know with these players until they actually leave the game what they could do.
Fair.
Always like to joke around in the match chat, so let's see what happens.
Can't take it too seriously.
No, exactly. Mocha Mikey wants to go Gibraltar once again, even though that is not the next map in the pool.
Yeah, I mean,
But-
he's going to continue to try. You get an A for effort, Mikey.
And maybe we let him go there. You know, down 0-2 in the third place match. Maybe we can make some exceptions on the ordering of the maps. They got the community buff. We'll go Gibraltar.
Oh, let's
We'll go
go.
Gibraltar and Vanillari. Gonna go Gibraltar. I need to re-enable the Junkrat and Lucio. Gonna be banning Elari.
I am definitely going to need more tea before we get into our grand finals. Just saying. I'm just saying.
Is that your beverage of choice, tea?
It is. It is, for the most part.
That's a nice beverage. I'm more of a Coke Zero guy when it gets to this point in the day.
Yeah, fair enough.
I respect that. All right, we've got. So they're actually not going to ban Malara. They're going to ban BAP. Okay. Wait on Team Tompa's ban here.
Now, Gibraltar not in the pool, right? Like, this is a very big stray.
Well, it is in the pool, but it's supposed to be Escort as the 5th map, not the 3rd.
Oh, okay, but it is in the pool. Okay.
Yeah. So I don't really care. You know, it's the third place match.
Oh
For
no,
fun
it's your tournament. Like, it's fine. It's fine.
No, I know it's all for fun. I'm gonna be banning Reinhardt.
What?
Ask for a Rein ban. And ban Soldier from Mocha Mikey. That's a very good
Ooh.
ban out of Team Tampa's. Mocha Mikey
Yes.
putting in a lot of work on that Soldier.
And immediately drops the question marks. Feeling this one is personal.
All right, I'm going to get us into the lobby here. Bans
go.
are all good. We got the Soldier and the Baptiste. Banned on match point in the third place match.
Initiating match.
Oh shoot! I can
Yep.
add map 3. I just forgot to change.
Yeah.
I'm changing doing my own producer stuff as well. Like I was gonna update bands.
know.
So, all right, Rap Soldier.
I like
all
the
right.
overlay on the stream. It's clean.
Oh, thanks.
It's very clean for the Reinhardt tournament. You ever watch these matches and you're like wishing you could go in and like play?
Yes.
Dude, I've been looking. It's like you know Tom Brady casting the NFL. That's how I feel casting this tournament. Watch a
You're
lot of
like, wait a
football.
minute.
Tom Brady the GOAT casting some of those games.
It is kind of funny. You made a tournament that you would personally very much love and didn't play in it.
I thought about
Reinhardt?
playing in it, but I thought it would make more sense for me to spectate all of the games and just watch everybody play. It's been pretty fun.
No, I think it was a great call. I mean, clearly it's been very popular. Oh, look at this ambush!
Yeah.
One let's quick
wow.
move!
Wow.
Oh my
Very
goodness!
fast 2 kills out of sprinklers.
Oh,
What is even
no.
going on?
That
I mean,
went
Painted
south
Sugar
so
hasn't
fast.
even moved their hero in the spawn room yet before those 2 kills came out. That was unbelievable.
Follow my Twitch, Evil Toaster.
Some good respect to Evil Toaster, a very good Overwatch 1 player.
Yeah?
Especially back in season 12, 13, 14.
I saw there's somebody Face It League who's using the Evil Toaster name.
Yeah.
Oh, despite the early folly, we are going to get a little bit of a clapback here between Painting Sugar and Mikey's Widowmaker.
Yeah, but Pyre and Sprinkle was able to get some trades of their own.
Where
The
was...
card's still going to be moving on here as AST design.
Yeah, Sprinkles was still back there by that Mega in that left-hand room.
Yeah. Look, all eyes on Mocha Mikey once again on this Widow. Very interested to see if he can get any kills. And that's actually going to be a Widow Mirror Logerator. A nice shot on the Mocha Mikey. Some clean stuff out of him. And so far this tournament, it seems like the hit skin that I don't spectate always wins the duel. So I've not been able to watch myself any great plays from these hit scans.
That is just normal Observer Curse. Whichever player you're watching dies. That is the actual Observer
Dude.
Curse from Overwatch League.
Dude, this stuff observing and casting at the same time is no joke.
It is
And
fun.
you do this all the time, yeah. Are you excited to see the Masters Division come back this week?
Oh yeah, I'm very excited for Face It League to come back, to be honest. Oh my goodness.
Game. Oh, yeah, it's a pin off the map.
Yeah, Pitting Sugars is like, we're just going off the map. I got EMEA lined up earlier today. I haven't decided on NA yet.
Yeah.
We'll probably figure that out actually tonight after the tournament's done. I'm planning to stick around stream and do my schedule for week 5, actually.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I was like watching Masters Division. I feel like, especially this season, there's like, I think Painkiller left Nightmare, so I think it's actually going to open things up, maybe get more competitive.
I didn't realize that. I didn't realize PK left. That will definitely open things up in NA, for sure.
Yeah.
What is
I don't know
going
if
on
that was,
over
like-
here?
that was-
Sorry, the Red Hearts are doing silly things.
Yeah, I know. He's just having a good time over here.
But yeah, I didn't realize PK left.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's been announced yet. I'm pretty sure it's public, but
Leaks, leaks.
Yeah, oh my
Sorry,
gosh, big
Painkiller.
league. Painkiller leaves Masters Division. AST would actually be next up to play, so it'd be fun to watch him play in Masters Division.
Yeah, sure. Hopefully
like
it's because PK
watching-
got like a OWCS offer. I'm hoping it's because PK got good things going on. And no confirmation required or anything. I'm just saying, I hope it's because good things are
I'm
happening.
actually here to announce that Painkiller got signed to Team Liquid, replacing Infected. Some crazy stuff there is Infected's gonna fall down into the Masters division, finding no spot on anybody's roster. No WCS.
Oh. Back in tier 2 for the first time since like
Dude,
turning
Infected
17 or
runs
whatever.
here, too.
I know, man. I know.
Yeah. You hear about the GOATS tournament next week?
Oh,
The
yeah.
CGL one?
I cast CGL Goats tournament almost every season. Every time they do it. I love
you do?
casting Goats. Yeah. CGL's where I got my start. I started casting CGL like back in 2019.
Dang.
So
That's cool.
I've known those guys for a long time. Yeah, and I love doing Goats. Goats to me is just fun. And I was around during actual Goats. I was around during 2019 and stuff. So I thoroughly enjoy casting their Goats tournaments. Are you gonna play?
Yeah,
Let's
I'm gonna
go.
be playing.
Let's
it's gonna
go.
be Zeb, me, Painkiller, Luke Mino,
What?
Lep, and I think Z. Yeah.
What
Z,
is this
we've got a
roster? Wait, what is this Goats? That's amazing. I can't wait. All right.
We've got a
All
roster.
right.
I'm not sure if many other competitive teams are looking to sign up for that. I hope they do. It's always fun playing Goats. Be especially more fun if we get some more competitive rosters.
I mean, I remember
actual
was it
matches.
when they had like the London Spitfire crew all showed up one season or for one of their Goats tournaments because they do them like twice a year.
I
crew
remember
there
once
talk-
there was like the ISU team, and it was like Cuppa,
Yeah.
Lethal, Ariel,
Yeah.
and they lost to like an infected team. Were you watching the one where I was like, the grand finals was like me,
Yeah, CGL Goats
Abdallah,
crew.
Coco, like Matt Merck against like SK? Do you remember watching SK play in the Goats tournament? Because she played in one of them.
Vaguely.
That was my favorite one. That one was fun. We beat the SK team, and they were like super mad at us on stream. It was so funny. I'm not even paying attention to what's going on in this match. I've given up on trying to understand what these guys are doing.
It has been some
Yeah.
silliness. Like we've got a bit of a. I feel like there's a slow dance going on between the Reinhardts. Like they might as well just like tango with each other. But now it's kind
Got
of
a junk ram here too.
Yeah.
Mokamaki swapping the junk ram.
I mean, it's Pain and Sugar just went on a full like tour through the Point B spawn. Is now looking to C9.
Yeah. This reminds me of a match I played once. It was like a grand finals, except it was like the only point of the grand finals was for like more money, and both teams had already advanced to, like the next round of the tournament. And it was like my team, I think it was EDM back in January or February, up against like team like Rad when it was like Painkiller, Rocket, Leb,
Yep.
Z. They had a really good team.
Yeah.
And we were just kind of like rolling around the map, like doing nothing. I mean, even if we tried, they were gonna beat us. So, and there wasn't much on the line.
Yeah, you just kind
gonna
of like,
fight,
all
yeah.
right. It's one of those few matches you can kind of just dick around.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting the vibes for on this one. As ASC gets pinned by Painting Sugar. Snake's looking to go to third point here on Gibraltar. It's been a hectic one so far. I mean, I feel like this round has gone on for 15 minutes. Or actually, it's going to be Team Top that's holding them down. I have no idea what's going on. The game is too confusing.
The broken kill feed doesn't help matters in that regard.
Benjamin, there's like a clip of me, like, me and Painkiller made it a 4v4 on Esperanza. That was the same tournament.
Kind of, for a moment there, I thought that's what we were getting here. Where it looked like the two
Yeah.
Reinhardts were just gonna like go, go run off and have a picnic together or something. It's kind of what it started to look like.
Yeah, just let it be decided by the rest of the players.
I mean, that's how a lot of the games feel like. In 5v5 2026, I feel like a lot of the matches are, in this Rein mirror, a lot of spectator matchups, so you might as well just go and take yourself out and do some emotes in a separate room. Durpee, do you know my goat Squeak? Yeah, I do. The tank player, I think.
Columius be like, I'm gonna sub in PK and sugar free. We're already after roster lock, Kelly. It's all right. Well, not. That's illegal.
See, the rules are very defined, easy to understand, and these players acting like it's such a big deal. Darkmeister, a good friend of Kablubius, very good on the Junkrat. Of course, he's going to take over the lobby on Shambali. Gotta respect the gameplay.
Gotta respect it. Nope. What are we looking at here? The World Cup break skin. They're out of Kelly.
World Cup.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be
legit.
coming up here in 2026. When is that?
Yes. I can't wait, dude.
Isn't that until like August?
Yeah, it'll be like in August next year. Which is,
Yeah.
I mean, it's weird that's not in November. By the way, Silly Billy's like hanging out in front of the spawn door over on Coast.
What's
Just-
up?
Painting Sugar is like behind the attackers right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, no,
next
World Cup
map
being in
flip.
August is a little weird. BlizzCon being in August is a little weird.
Yeah. Wasn't there like no BlizzCon last year?
No, yeah, I'm afraid not.
Yeah. Maybe some announcements there on Overwatch. I know we have the big announcement coming in soon. I think season 21 is the next season. I think that's going to be the one with a lot of changes.
Well, are
Curious to see what they do there.
yeah, are we expecting like big changes?
Yeah, that's what we've been hyping up. I mean, I don't know what they're going to do. I could see it being all stadium changes with how they've been balancing the game lately, but who knows?
Yeah.
It looks like we're going to do a Torb 1 going here. Sprinklers up against French Toast. We're going to have to pan our camera on an overhead here.
Oh, we got Torb. Oh, we
Here
do.
we go.
We do. All right.
Yeah.
I was just enthralled by the.
Sprinklers
Oh,
off to a fast start. E button being used by both. Then it's close, but French Toast getting the better of Sprinklers later into that matchup. An extremely impressive showing.
force
Out of
the
French Toast on the phone there.
overload out early. They're able to use second cooldown.
Yeah. And honestly, this Sim Torb DPS line being put out here from Snakes, I feel like this is actually a super good DPS line to play in the Rein mirrors. So I could see them completing this full hold here onto the Tompa Twins and take us into a map 4. But Pirate holding nothing back, wants to get out of here as fast as he can. Not having a good time, probably disappointed in the potential third place finish. And it's only headshots from him onto these guys. I mean, this guy just absolutely gets us into point 2 by himself.
Yeah, Pirate did kind of just was like, enough is enough. We are moving on, and I'm just gonna get 3 kills all with red X's.
Yeah, Pirate not having any jokes, no fun and games here.
No bullshit.
Take care of business. Yeah.
Oh, we do have some stragglers left behind here. Photon barrier thrown up front. What are you gonna do, Painting Sugar? You gonna try to push in on this? No, no.
We got Pirate interfering with another Torb 1v1. Sees the Torb 1v1 going on inside. He's not having any of it. Oh my gosh, Pirate wants to get out of here so badly.
I'm like, we're just watching Pirate Paw. Pirate is
Pirate's the only guy
mad.
moving his hero. I mean,
Pirate's
everyone else
just
is on TikTok. And I don't blame him. If I'm in his position, I'm doing the same thing. Get me out of here. We didn't make the grand finals. I'm a bit pissed off, you know, trying to get out of the tournament with the money. Everybody else having a blast, though. Gotta respect the community tournament. Gotta respect the friendships here in the lobby.
All right, do we get? Oh, no more Tor battles. Oh,
Yeah. Fire has not stopped. Left clicking. French not able to get that hammer kill. And I think that's going to be our third place game.
there you go.
But decided
Pirate.
Pirate's the player of the match here.
Yeah, without question.
All right, that was a great one for the community. A much needed match.
A bit of
Congratulations
lightheartedness.
to Team Tompas on the third place finish.
Let's go. Claps, claps.
We'll be paying out your 150.
Y'all go get yourself some burgers. Go get yourself some hamburgers.
Yep.
Maybe even
right.
cheeseburgers with that kind of payout.
Actually, some French fries on the side even.
Right.
We setting up the grand finals lobby. I'm ready to get into it as soon as we can, to be honest. We got a best of 7 on our hands, so.
Yeah. Let's not linger. I'm gonna go make a fresh
Silvog
pot of tea real
got
quick.
into a game. Yeah, you got time. I heard Silvog just got into a ranked game, so maybe take like 15, 20. Up to you.
Yeah, that sounds good. It sounds good. We'll give everybody a chance to kind of take a quick break. But yeah, I don't want to take too long. Like, let's I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm ready for this grand finals. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna set my stream title. Let's do that kind of stuff. All right, I'll mute the call. I'll see you back here and just, I don't know, send me a DM or something when you're ready.
Yeah, sounds good. I'll see it.
All right. We will, let's see, I'm gonna go ahead and adjust our title and just stuff before I forget. Go ahead and put grand finals in here. And we will go ahead. Big congrats there to Team Tampa. They will take that third place as we have said. All right, we're getting ready. What is this team called?
It's like the team with Silvok is called Napa Cabbage, and the other team is called Goy So Lol 9 Pig Bob. I don't know. I just called them the Kabluvius team because that's the guy that made the team, but you can just call them whatever you want.
Oh, okay. That's what I was wondering. What you were? I was like, wait a minute. What? So who's Kabluvius? That's somebody I don't know.
He's a guy that's been in my Twitch chat for a while. Plays ranked a lot.
Oh, gotcha. A rank grinder.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. All right. Okay. So I'm so gullible. I thought they like switched names when you were telling them like Kabluvius. I was like, did this team switch names? I don't even know what to call. Like, this name is ridiculous. I don't even know what to call this team.
Oh wait. Yeah. Yeah, you can show it everyone. I'm sure people pick up. Van Cass Venture.
Let's see. It was. Yeah, and it was Goy Soul or Kabluvius. Kabluvius banning the Cass. Which Double has just been, I don't know like what you've seen, but Double is probably the reason that this Napa Cabbage team is where it is. Double has lived up to it and is just notoriously gets 2 kills almost every single team fight. It's utterly ridiculous. This hitscan player to me has been the MVP of the tournament so far. That from what I have seen, I mean, like I was saying that like on like the end of day 1, but early yesterday I was saying Double was looking like making a case for MVP of the tournament, and I'm not surprised to see them here in Grands and might just take over here in this first of 4.
Yeah, he plays a lot of Cass. Seen him a few times in ranked. And I've seen some of the games. Seems like he's doing a lot on the Cass, and I guess that's why it's going to be a Cass ban out map 1.
Right.
In this best of 7. So I'm imagining the bans if we get to that map 7 are going to be pretty
You're scraping the bottom of the barrel at that point.
Yeah, just ban it or whatever you want. But interesting to see here, Lijiang Tower. Good map. I haven't seen too many Lijiangs. I feel like I've watched a lot of Nepals. So.
All right.
We're going to have Junk right here. Obviously, got a Junker one trick in for the Kabluvius team. Oblivion on the Pharah. Seen him play at a fair amount. It's going to be the Juno wooing backline for now, unless they want to swap later. But I imagine they're going to play that to help their Pharah and Junkrat on those angles. We've got Double on the Ash after the cast ban, so.
Is Rat Gurk?
Rat is not Gurk. They have 2 Junkrat players on the roster.
They have 2 okay, so I was like, because Gurk was on his main account earlier. That's why I was like, does he have like, did he just come back on an ult for some reason? No, that is a different Junkrat one trick. Okay, all right, fair enough. All right.
Got multiple of them, I guess.
All right, let's go. Let's lock in. It's grand finals time. A quick teleport to the point. Gonna give Napa Cabbage the ability to try to anchor down here with some sim turrets and just play a little do-si-do with the incoming Ghost Soul.
Yeah, and Hottie always told me that getting the point first in these matchups is bad because it allows the enemy team to set up angles, and we see Oblivion doing that on the right side coast. And he's going to get the first pick, actually killing 2 on the back line, and then Tenchi following shortly after, along with Silvok. So the angle set up by Oblivion is going to completely negate the point presence from Napa Cabbage. So I'm curious to see if Napa Cabbage stay on the sim. I mean, I imagine they will. Silvok's been playing it all tournament long. And I want to see, like, maybe they'll fake TP to the point. Maybe they'll go for it. But I think it's going to depend on where the Oblivious team sets up. And for now, it looks like we'll be... They can take that? No, it's going to be a fake TP.
Yep. Yeah, I don't think they'll just, front door approach is really going to cut it here. You got to do something. They are still trying to work in, recognizing a separated Grucci. Double does come up with that one. Looking for the namesake. There's the two-piece, and Double finds the exact opener I was warning you all about here at the top of the map. Oh, nice headshot. Looking for a
so
third.
much on this Ashe. Likes those hit scans, the cast and the Ashe, and there's another nice on the Super Singla. So much work being done by Double.
That's the three-piece is enough to get the flip, but it's barely being held here by Napa Cabbage. You just have, I believe that is Pixel that we're seeing in the Chinese letters there, along with Tenchi to hold down this point. But reinforcements have arrived, and Napa Cabbage are stabilizing.
Yeah, a nice pin from Tenchi to secure the kill into Anton Coco. Secure that team fight in Oblivion. Then a barrage onto Double. Nice, so great way to start the fight up one. And we're going to see a chaotic fight taking place. Lucio caught out, shatter blocked by Anton Coco. And this is surely going to be a clean team fight win out of Team Kabloobies.
Tidal Blast thrown on to Anton Coco. They're just going to go muscle through Tenchi along the outside wall. Don't even have to invest their shatter. Oblivion comes up with two more through that fight after just ambushing Double the moment they stepped out from the chokeway. Oblivion just dropped in from the heavens for that solo barrage. It was the perfect opener. And then the team fight was bookended with Oblivion kills.
Yeah, and I want to see Silva going for the TP again. Double's going to take it by himself. So those TP rotations, sometimes you get a guy that doesn't hear the call and takes the TP incorrectly. Double's going to fall early. Oblivion getting 2 kills now. Anton Coco cleaning up Silva. And we're seeing a pretty sloppy game out of the Napa Cabbage team. And you got to feel like, maybe taking so much time off with a third-place match, they got to, warm back up their macro, warm up the synergy. For now, we're looking at a sloppy map 1. An Earth Shatter from Anton Coco, going to catch Tenchi, responded to with a Bob by Double and a beat. A lot of ults on the field now.
Yeah, Photon Barrier is one of those as well. That's 3 simultaneously. Rat tried to just counter it and does! All 3 ults countered by one lowly Rip Tire. This Rip finds a massive double kill, and that will all but secure this opening round here in your grand finals. We are going to get an attempted a touch, but running into this orbital ray is just nightmare fuel. And that'll close this one out.
And I feel like with Bastion and Vendetta being banned from the tournament, I feel like Junkrat really making its case for the best DPS you could play. I thought heroes like Junkrat, Torbjorn would be really good. Obviously Symmetra. But the damage potential from Junkrat in the Reinhardt front-to-back matchup is just so much. And typically the team with more damage in that front-to-back is going to come out on top. And that's been the case for a lot of these Junkrat teams. So, Rat with a nice 2-piece in the tire to clean things up, going up 1-0 here on Nijong.
It makes a lot of sense. I mean, I love so much revolves. I mean, I don't know that I have quite the hours you do, but I do have my fair share of hours on Reinhardt. And so many of those duels, it just revolves around that matchup, around that front-to-back matchup. You can try to take all the angles you want. And sometimes it works out, of course, in the unique situation of, that first cap we saw Oblivion get that nice 3-piece to start off the round. But for the most part, it's all about that front line Rein v. Rein.
Yeah. Yeah, and we see the side of Anton Coco able to take the wide part of the map. That's a preferred spot for them, as we see T4 falling after using his lamp. Just so many angles out of the Farah Junkrat. You don't want to play in that small room. You want to try and take control of the bridge early. Oblivion and Rat are going to dominate that room. Absolutely make you regret choosing that way to go. A poor decision out of Napa Cabbage. And they're getting absolutely outclassed so far by Team Kabloobies.
That Conch Blast was kind of dirty. You might get the stagger here on a double. Oof. I've noticed how much damage out of the Wuyong. The Wuyong cannot be underestimated in this either. We're seeing a lot of spam with the double spam comp that is Oblivion and Rat with the Farah Junk. But I've noticed Grucci and been able to put out consistent, just enormous chunks of damage. And other teams utilizing the Wuyong in that way as well. As far as more and more frontline pressure. But you know what? That early pick. That might just be the ticket. 5v4 as Napa Cabbage finally pushed back on. Might be able to get some percentage for the first time. Good pin will help Tenchi secure this one.
Yeah, nice angle from Double to open things up there for Napa Cabbage. Get their name on the board here on Gardens. We see Bob pretty close to coming online. Some ultimates coming online from both squads. Oblivion closing in on that barrage. It's going to be kind of hard to approach, though. Going into that Ashe Baptiste, having the left side of the map, going to be super hard to walk in as Farah here. He's going to actually stack with his team right side for now. Can't take an angle by himself. And maybe mid-fight, he'll be able to find an opportunity for barrage.
He's trying to close the gap. Ooh, was hovering, hoping somebody would step out, but Cabbage playing it safe for now. So Oblivion is going to circle around counterclockwise. A couple good shots land towards the Juno's direction, but nothing to confirm. Shatter is blocked out of Tenshi. We're going to Conk Blast out, a disengage here from the blue team as the Bob is thrown in.
Yeah. Bob absolutely obliterated, and you want to have that ult back, because I feel like Bob is super good against these Reinhardt Brawl comps. And there's a wing onto Oblivion, trying to make something happen with the barrage. Isn't able to get it off and dies, but not without getting the ultimate off onto Silva. Some trades here, but Double, like you said, is really showing off his skills on the hit scan.
That's 4.
This match, keeping Napa Cabbage alive.
There's the
That's
ace.
5 kills for him, yeah.
I'm telling you, man, make it a real good case for MVP in the tournament if this continues.
Yeah, Double, really good showing on this Ashe, and it's going to be exciting to see him on the Cassidy because it's been banned this map, so he can't play it. But after this, he's going to have Cass at his inventory for the rest of the series. So Anton Coco making a pin play here out of the shatter. He's liked to have those pin shatters,
wow.
but this time, nobody's going to be there. Nobody is home for Anton Coco, unfortunately. Not sure what was going through his mind there as he canceled that pin, looks left in the shatter. He's going to get caught out by Tenshi, an experienced Reinhardt player. Somebody that was picked up last minute on Napa Cabbage and has performed pretty well in the series in the tournament.
That was, I don't know what was going through Anton's head. I mean, they were talking about fighting your demons. That was not quite sure what that was. Clearly had a plan in mind. It didn't quite go that way. Still, the team is able to rescue the team fight. And Anton Coco makes it back in. We're going to look at, Bob back in the hands of Double here. It's been awesome in the neutral, but that last Bob was pretty abysmal, Durpee. We'll see if this one's any better.
Yeah, and I feel like walking through the white room, the room they've been going in, is so hard to retake from, to be honest. I feel like going into that Junkrat spam is so hard, but as I say that, Double's going to get a kill. The Riptire's still online here for Rap, but he's going to have to get 4 to make this even possible to win, and he does not. So it's looking like Naba Cabbage going to go 1-1 here on Lijiang, take us to a round 3. And what seems to be a very close tournament so far.
We'll clean up here in the tea house. This is actually a tea house, not a dojo. I know everybody calls it dojo. I know it's the actual call out, but it's not. There's no martial arts going on in here, y'all. All right, people are drinking tea.
Dojo is cooler to say. We will keep saying dojo.
Nobody's training in there.
But
all
thank
right.
you for the education there. Very insightful.
That's what I'm here for.
I wonder if Oblivion's going to stick on the ferry here on this enclosed map of Control Center. I could see it working if he plays on coast, get a lot of poke damage in. The angles are super hard to play into. You're going to need to be very disciplined on the side of Napa Cabbage to beat it, but Double's been able to find the kills onto Oblivion and the rest of the team, so I think either team could really pull this one off. Oblivion swapping to the same, I imagine it's just a TP out the spawn room. Wonder what he's going to go after. Probably the Pharaoh.
Oblivion 22-3 so far here in this map. 8,600
How do you
damage.
see that?
Tab.
My tab button doesn't work. It swaps people.
Oh no! Maybe between
Wait, is that
maps.
like a setting?
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe you can just go assign that to a different key.
Wait, I had no idea. I thought that was just like an intended feature.
No. Yeah, you can tab during specking so you can see damage and stuff. Yeah, it's
Very
handy.
helpful.
It's handy. Oblivion. So
Very
Oblivion
helpful.
is leading, but Double was in silver damage. Like were neck and neck coming into this map. And a huge conch blast will win the duel there for Oblivion at the start of this third round.
Yeah, Oblivion getting a lot of work done on the coast, and the DPS from Team Oblivious really shining here on Control Center, like you would expect them to. Junkrat, probably one of his better points in the game, if not the best. We'll see how he sets up here, farming a Riptire. And honestly, I feel like Silvok maybe should go back to the Symmetra. I feel like having the presence of a TP, whether you take it or not, really impacts the tempo of these Reinhardt mirrors.
It forces him to turn around. You have to respect it one way or another. So far, Silvok is going to go ahead and stick with the Torbjorn in this second team fight. Looking for this retake. Ooh, Tenshi looking like they've got the upper hand. What a bap! The lamp there. Elbow to save Anton Coco, but only temporarily. Tenshi will eventually muscle them down.
Yeah, and if Napa Cabbage is to win this series, it's going to be because their brawl is so much better. You see all these angles from the DPS on the side of the Kablubius team, but the brawl is so much better for Napa Cabbage. So you see Anton Coco just getting ran down before the DPS are able to do anything. And that's how they win that team fight. But we've got a lot of ults online. Looking at Super Singlet open up with the window here.
Oblivion making sure
That's
to hold
actually
on
Rat
to
with
this
2
coast.
kills.
Yeah, right out of the gate, and then over the top. Everybody's low. Oblivion thought about hitting the barrage. Doesn't even need it. Nice direct pair kills. And we will immediately get a flip right
map
back.
trade from Tenchi?
Oh,
my
yeah.
gosh, that's a crucial trade.
That is a crucial trade.
Yeah. Can open up the choke here on this retake for an Epic Cabbage. A very nice trade. And both Reinhardts have Shatter online. Bullskunk, who should we get the camera on here? Anton Coco or Tenchi? Which one do you think it's gonna...
I'm looking at the Reinhardt trying to take the point back. I'm looking at Tenchi.
Okay, Tenchi, yeah, let's do it. Oh, Oblivion actually gonna dominate the backline before Tenchi can even do anything.
Tenchi does find the rare Pharah kill with the Fire Strike, but with Rat piling on another one, 2 more, it's just a lone Tenchi left. We will not get any Earth Shatters in this team fight.
Yeah, a messy window from Super Singlet. There's only Tenchi left on the point. We see double going into the Bob. We're not done yet this fight. Somebody sloppy fights. My camera sadly spectating to somebody in the spawn room. I don't know how you observe and cast at the same time. I've had some issues with my spectator settings. Maybe I gotta adjust those. But it's gonna be Team Kablooby is holding on to this one.
Yeah, Rat ends up getting 2 there at the very end as Pixel goes down. You do get Anton Coco hit by the Shatter, but just the rest of the team wasn't quite there yet.
Yeah.
Tenchi was just a step ahead as far as the pacing on that attack. Now we're going to get response. The counterpunch in the form of a Tidal Blast. Oh, the pin!
Another pin off the map.
And Tenchi sends Anton off the map again! Again,
Tenchi
Durpee!
and Double just doing so much work here this series. Absolutely unbelievable. That's the second time, like you said, Bullskunk at the exact same spot. Tenchi just looking so good on this Reinhardt.
Gonna play it up on a Rat. Yeah, we are absolutely not done here. No ultimates online. I mean, it's you're gonna have
Lucio. Only a beat engage can maybe call a game here if you hold it long enough and then go and beat engage mid fight. As the enemy team can't respond with the sound barrier, they don't even have a Lucio on their team. So maybe play patiently, 75%, go beat engage and just take a brawl fight. And it's gonna be Silvok helping them out with a kill on his Super Singla. Anton Coco's gonna have to retreat, hope to get another team fight. And if I'm the red team though, I'm looking to go beat engage right now. I mean, Anton Coco's sticking around. We might as well go clean up these kills.
Yeah, Oblivion trying to hold this angle on Kosai, but a smart position from Double has kept them from really getting in on the fight. Rat's eventually going to unleash this tire. Maybe try to find Tenchi with it. It's going to drop it in from the high ground out of the crow's nest. The lamp is perfect. No deaths on the back of the tire. And Matrix in play. Tenchi just gets topped up immediately, but Rat gets a huge nade into the back. Now trying to huddle up 99-99 fight. Rat gets another one. This one onto the Lucio, and the double supportals may just not be enough. The angles win it out here in this opening map of Lijiang Tower.
And I mean, just so much pressure out of Rat with that Riptire. I mean, it was a perfect lamp, like you said, but even with that lamp, everybody falling crucially low, causing causing the enemy BAP to use window, try to keep everybody alive, and then the Reinhardt falling low, and you just can't stay afloat. And eventually, Oblivion's team is going to find themselves up 1-0 in the series.
Oh, despite the best efforts of Double, this 5K that we get in the middle of whatever that point is called, Gardens, still not enough.
Yeah.
Still not enough.
Yeah, but thankfully we'll see that cast coming back online for the rest of the series. So if there's any hope, it's a pretty solid sign that, you know, the series could stay close for the rest of the time. I mean, we saw 3 maps of Lijiang 99-99. I mean, this is about as close as you can get.
Oh, they were, weren't they? Good call. Yeah, all 3 were 99-99s. Wow.
Well, I don't know if all 3 were, but the last one was. The last one seemed very intense.
Yeah.
Were they all? I think they might have actually.
I think they actually all were. Like, once you mentioned it, I was like, wait a minute, I think they all were. Or they were at least in the 90s.
Yep.
No, I think they were all 99-10. Anyway, amazing opening map. You can't ask for any better than that. And like you said, I think it was one of the strongest bands that the Goisol team could have possibly used. Like, they used one of their best bands right out of the gate in a 1-to-4 series.
Yeah, and I mean, these bands, as I said, like, it's going to go a long ways. So we're going to see. Maybe some of these teams are planning to have some of their bigger impact bands later in the series. But yeah, like you said, I mean, that cast band, probably one of the better bands you can use against this team. We see that the Silvok team will be going on attack, banning Junkrat. So banning Junkrat from their 2 Junkrat players, pretty smart ban. Probably going to get a guy like Marcus in, or maybe Illusion on King's Row here.
Oh, what was that band? I was navigating.
It was Junkrat.
Oh, a junk band. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
This also feels like a powerful band considering considering the Kabloovius team has 2 Junkrat players. Like, that just kind of feels like a cornerstone of what they want to do. And like you said, in this unique situation of Rein versus Rein, the Met changes the value of these heroes so much, and Junkrat becomes one of your high burst damage heroes that you've really got to be cautious about. So it's kind of funny to see how it shifts depending on, like, you know, with this meta that we're seeing with just a purely Reinhardt tournament.
Yeah, so looks like they'll be subbing in both Marcus and Illusion here, so a double DPS swap. After that Junkrat bin, we're going to have Marcus preferably on the Reaper and Illusion. Looking really good on the hit scan so far. I think that he can match up to double on that hit scan roll. I saw Illusion playing a few series, and some
looked pretty good on the Soge, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, the Soge and kind of the Ash.
Which, both of which, you know, duel well against a Cassidy. But the Soge particular, I feel like duels very, very well against a Cassidy. Oh, shoot. I know my music button didn't work. There we go. Sorry, friends. Oh, and I owe y'all some Preds. Yeah, let's get you some Preds.
Yeah. I mean, people in the chat can predict whoever they like. I honestly think that, you know, with Marcus and Illusion, I just think they're so strong. I like the Sim ban out of Team Kabloovius. I could see them going up 2-0 this map. I like their bans. I just think they might struggle later on. They might run out of bans because they're going to have Silvok able to be on the Sim, double on the Cass, and it could potentially turn the tide of the series.
Boom. There we go. Got you some Preds, friends. All right. We said... Oh, they were doing profile stuff. Okay. I was making sure I didn't miss our second ban.
Yeah, it looks like we just got somebody in the bathroom right now, so...
Yeah, no worries. What you packs? Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Thank you so, so much. Have a beer with my name on it at CCC. Let's go. Oh, Juice, I appreciate you being here. Also, Velosex. Did I say thank you for the follow? I appreciate it, Velosex. Thank you so much. Juice, I appreciate it. I can't wait. I can't wait. I may drive down to Waco just to come hang out with everybody. It's not too far from me. Like, it's not as nice as if it was just here in town, right? And I don't know, like, I don't know that I would have a place to stay or anything like that. I don't even know if I'd be welcomed, right? Like, it's not like they don't know who I am, but they've never invited me to be a part. I mean, that's what Waco is known for. Waco is known for the David Koresh thing. Like, and the whole, yeah, that's what Waco is known for. Like, that and the Baylor Bears. It's okay. Like, Waco is the town you pass through to get to Austin. I mean, it's fine. I don't know anything about Connecticut, man. Like, that's... No, I'm saying I'm born and raised here, and that's what I know Waco for.
All right, Kings Row.
It's the same shit.
Got a cast.
It's a college town, though. Like, it's a college town.
Sim
for
ban.
Sure.
Double DPS.
All right, let's get this. We're headed to map 2 of our grand finals here with the Durpee Duel. All right, I'll stop talking over my humble host here.
Curious to see how the Silvok team will approach this attack. I believe I've seen Silvok on this sim here a lot, so of course he's going to be on the Torb now, but we might find them having an uncomfortable time contesting the high ground. I'm going to keep my camera on Illusion to start the series because I think he could probably set up on these high grounds and make it very difficult for the Silvok team to rotate.
We'll come out on the Sojourn.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, I would
On that
anticipate
Sojourn.
Yeah, and I was gonna say that definitely. I'm just kind of reinforcing what you're saying there with the high ground setup. I'm looking at Grucci coming back out on this Wuyong. I feel like this Wuyong provides such an enormous amount of damage that I've really been fascinated by this choice throughout this tournament, and kind of talking about the brawl metas and how much the front line matters. That extra damage out of Grucci, I swear those Wuyongs have such big impact. I'm gonna keep an eye on it here on this defense for sure.
Yeah, Wuyong is a very good hero in this composition. He gets away from Reinhardt very easily and applies a lot of pressure to the front line, like you said. We see Marcus set up in the hotel room. Marcus is very good at the Reaper. See if he's able to find anything over at a counterpin down main. An intense brawl going on. Both lamps exchange already, and that's be Illusion with the first kill onto the Lucio.
God, that was on a knife's edge. I thought Anton Coco was cooked. Beautiful lamp in from T4, but you get the same thing in from Super Slinger, and wow, that was one missed shot was the difference between that team fight. The defense holds in this opening 30 seconds. Explosive start to Kings.
Yeah, and it's a quick pin here out of Tinchi on Anton Coco. Caught out very early. No counter pin, no lamp on that one. A very quick turn of events here, but Marcus gets a trade onto double. Got to pocket Marcus here. He can turn this team fight on Reaper. Very good on the hero, one of their champion players. So, interesting to see how he clears Hotel by himself. Getting pocketed by Super Singlet, but has to kite out without the tank presence of Anton Coco, who has returned to the team fight.
Yeah, and Double's still making their way back in, so you don't have that Cassidy there in the midst of that to really help to burn down the Reaper. But now with an Amp Matrix up, you're able to just kind of build a wall in front of this archway. Looks like Marcus might try to go on the flank. T4's ready for it, though.
It's going to force some takes. Super Singler responding with the window. Double getting the better of Illusion off the screen. Check out this window being blocked by Tenchi. Anton Coco is going to fall without the healing. And I don't think it's going to be enough for Marcus to be able to stall on the point by himself. But Grucci flip-flops and Marcus going for on this point. Getting the kill on double. What already happened? Yeah, self-blast, trying to turn things. But hey, eyes on Marcus here. As Marcus going for a death blossom. Barely kills, almost kills Silva. Gets shattered by Tenchi.
Dude, the self-blast got two. There was an opportunity. There was a moment where I thought Marcus was going to turn that. I think was kind of, that's one of those moments where after the title blast was like, oh, I wish I had the death blossom in that moment. So then you hit it, like, even though the moment has passed, you end up spending two ultimates, and you still get Napa Cabbage getting the cap. Yep.
The fight is never over as long as Marcus is alive. I've seen this guy get so many kills with death blossoms in my ranked games. I mean, this guy's got to be the best Reaper to do it right now. As he TPs into the high ground, creates some vision aggression, but has to force his own Wraith form. Probably going to cause Team Kabloobies to have to back up for just a second as he gets that cooldown back.
I will never fault a player for actually just trying to make a play, trying to make something happen. You damn right. The best always do. Double holding off the right-hand side will help in getting a kill on a Marcus. And Soundbear solidifies the rest of this. A four-player retreat out of this defense as we get a moment to breathe here between these two teams.
Yeah, and Double with that high noon. Wonder if he's going to try and open up some space on the map. He's slinging his gun around a lot with that animation on the Mythic skin. Forces a lamp with a noon. That's all he's going to get, and that's fine. Forcing out Illusion on the left side of the map. A nice headshot. Forcing the slide. Opening up some space. Anton Coco with an Earth Shatter. Tries to turn the fight, but gets blocked by Tenchi. Going to counterpin down in the middle of the map. But it looks like it's going to be Napa Cabbage getting the majority of these kills.
They've got Anton Coco separated. Oh, but Tenchi oversteps trying to find that kill. That was a huge mistake. It was, you just needed to slow walk on Anton Coco with a couple more reinforcements. Instead, Tenchi gets a little egotistical, shall we say, in that duel. One in the 1v1. Well, you got what you asked for.
Yeah,
and
that
a
was
little
a huge play by
FAFO
Anton
there,
Coco.
Durpee. A little FAFO.
Yeah, literally managing to stay alive and get the better of the Reinhardt counterpart was Anton Coco. But that's Tenchi going for the Earth Shatter. Right side, Grucci flip-flops down. Tenchi falling, trying to get the follow-up.
Once again, we see Anton Coco. I mean, just the Shatter hits, but Coco's not phased. Gets the big pin in. No kills on the back of the Earth Shatter. Another great defensive hold.
Yeah. And I imagine with this wing, he's going to want to play onto Marcus. Maybe get a TP play going in as the rotation is coming through from the side of Napa Cabbage. Going to be interesting to see what Marcus can do with this. And again, he is so capable on the Reaper. Looks like we're just backing up for now, waiting for him to walk in, allowing him to get some space so we can hit the rotation a little bit better. More space for us to work with on the map. And
we're looking
not a whole lot of poke here.
Here's the pit in. Watch for the Shatter. There it is. It's going to hit at least Tenchi. But that was the only one. Everybody else was able to get out of the way. So Lamp gets in from T4. Now an Ant Matrix in play. Double gets popped, though. Illusion gives the defense the player advantage. Oh, that was a little bit of a miscommunication as Anton gets the ultimate as they were shield bashing away or moving away. But hey, you're still able to get one stun with it. Marcus is following up with a kill in the back line. At the end of the day, it didn't look the prettiest, but it got the job done.
Yeah, it looks like a bit of a defensible out of Grucci flip-flops, trying to keep his Reinhardt alive, but like you said, that pin already secured that, so was not necessarily needed, but still an ultimate advantage on the board here from the Oblivious team with 3 ults of their own. Let's see what Marcus wants to do here early on the rotate, probably just force a few things out, TP out early with that TP perk, a very quick TP back. Anton Coco set up on the flank, maybe looking for a pin opportunity here to pin somebody like Tenchi into Marcus and get a kill. And sadly, the pin is going to get cut out, and Anton Coco is going to quickly regret that decision. Out of Marcus is going to try to turn this fight with Death Blossom. Looks like he might. There's the Death Blossom on the payload. That's 2 kills for Marcus' Death Blossom. Gets the lamp. A TP to dodge the shadow. This is insane for Marcus. This is why he might be one of the best players in the tournament, if not the best.
Simultaneously avoids the Earth Shatter while going in to get the kill on the T4. There's that Wuyong damage we were talking about. It's a 2v1 left on this point, but, Silvok is going to run it with the hammer and smash Grucci in the face. Oh, and he's now looking for Marcus.
Yeah, Silvok getting a kill and staying alive is crucial here. He's going to open up the left side of the map. Has the Molten Core if he wants to place it down. Nice opportunity to do that on the back line. Puts up a turret and says, I'm out for now, but then walks main. A nice unexpected angle, a skybox torbolt from Silbox. Let's see from Silvok. Let's see where this one lands. It's going to be perfectly where he wants to actually get the kill on Illusion. A perfectly placed torbolt from Silvok, who has so many hours on the hero.
That is utterly insane. I mean, there's mastery, and then I can point my gun at the sky and drop it right on your head. And this is Napa Cabbage. Uh-oh, getting in by a 2-player shatter. Tidal Blast thrown in, but the cap is there. You can invest all the ults you want. There's 2 points on the board.
That's a very impressive display from Silvok. I was actually playing against him yesterday in ranked. He did the exact same thing to my Juno. He threw his ultimate into the skybox and my Juno died to it. It was very confusing, but got to give credit where it's due to the guy. He's played so many hours on Torbjorn, knows all these lineups, and can do them on the fly in a tournament like this.
738? Oh my god. Sorry. Control, by the way, I don't know about default, but control, by the way, will turn that on and off if you want the little card on the right-hand side to go away.
Yeah.
But yeah, 738 is one of the highest levels I've ever seen. Like, Cloudy is like 400 on Rein. To give you, that was one of the highest I've seen was Cloudy's ride. But God, that's a lot of Torb.
He's been doing this for years.
Yeah, man. Holy shit.
Yeah. To be Tinter, the nice Fire Strike on Illusion to open things up. Wonder if he can keep the momentum going with the Earth Shatter. Gets Grucci flip-flops. Anton Coco blocking the Shatter for himself, but it's not going to be enough to keep Grucci alive. Super Singlet trading out Silvok. A nice pin from Tenchi onto Anton Coco. Can he stay alive, though, as he's out of Elos with a lot of supports? Tenchi's going to be getting that kill on Anton Coco. Staying alive, all he has to do is force the point, but Marcus is back, dies to Doubles High Noon, and that's going to be a 19-second cap.
Yeah, really nice play out of Tenchi. I mean, the Shatter opens it up, and I thought the clap back there from the Baptiste, the SS Baptiste Supers Baptiste, Super Slinger, Super Singler.
Super Singler.
I thought they were going to save it there for a moment. Ended up winning a duel there in the back line. But just not like you said. They kind of got separated from their defense. They were on opposite ends of that point C. And end up falling behind. Then just Double shows up and gets the 2K as they seem to do every single time. Double looking at 9,200 damage. That is silver damage behind Tenchi's Reinhardt sitting at 9,400.
I've been spectating so many games all these years. I did not know that you could hold tab. I thought it was like an intentional thing. I don't know how my settings were messed up, but
it's very new. Tab. It's very new to be able to do that as a spectator. Like season 19, maybe season 18. I mean, as far as the 10-year life cycle of this game, it's very new.
Interesting. Well, yeah, we're looking at not too many eliminations out of either of these Reinhardts. Anton Coco at 7 and Tenchi at 10 after capping the point. That's pretty traditional. When you think about Reinhardt KDs, they're not usually too impressive. I remember Hadi had a negative KD when he beat Atlanta Reign in the 2023 Overwatch League Finals. So that was, very impressive. But when you think about the hero, I mean, a lot of it is just shielding on the objective and trying to, block nade, block all these abilities that they have to block back then, I believe, playing against the Doom Ana of Atlanta. So that explains a lot of it, but we've got a brawl going on here on the corner of King's Row. First point. Let's see if they try to take the statue. Tenchi holding the statue. Marcus, Wraithform Forest. As we have nobody on the high ground here from Napa Cabbage, all of them opting to play around the hotel.
This is a very old school. You talk about old school teams. This is a very old school setup for a Reinhardt composition. We are just purely playing around the hotel doors. Watch for a push through. You can hear Marcus, though. That's a crucial teleport to grab this window, and this will keep the defensive Napa Cabbage kind of contained where they are unless they make a move. You can see Tinchy starting to feel the brunt of all this damage from the top. Now we're going to get the teleport in. Ooh, headshot lands, roll out a double. They're trying to get on the way, but the backup is in to secure this hotel. But Silvak will find a kill in the front line. Marcus responds.
Yeah, very front-to-back fight until Marcus opened up the map with that TP. Then gets two in the hotel. Very impressive for Marcus and the team playing around his TP cooldown. That's going to allow the Kabluvius team to probably cap first point.
It was really cool how they were playing. Like, Marcus kind of the engagement there. That was really kind of cool to see. Like, you would see with a Zarya Reaper, but they were just playing around the shield cooldown and the positioning and the timing. Very much looked kind of like a Zarya Reaper engage.
Yeah, and if I'm Anton Coco and Super Single, oh, a missed shatter from Tinchy. I want to go for a quick window fire strike, and there it is right there onto double. A huge 2 fire strikes out of Anton Coco, but unfortunately pinning into the window of T4, but Marcus able to clean up some kills, and that should still be a nice team fight win off the window fire strikes from Anton Coco.
Yeah, Marcus is able to get in underneath the skin of that defense. And T4 tried to respond, but it was in a more defensive positioning on their window. The AM Matrix more used for the double healing. You don't get the fire strike, much less the opening pick like we saw from the other side. So even in pretty even exchange of ultimates with the windows being used from both sides.
Yeah, some pretty good stuff with both of those windows. And now we've got an Earthshatter online from Anton Coco. Let's see if he can make anything happen. He's on the flank, getting marked by Silvak's Torb Turret, actually, so he's probably going to have to go back main. But he's still sticking around this left side with Illusion. Maybe going for a set play high noon. See what happens here on this left side angle.
Illusion has been matching double Cassidy, by the way. Was hoping for something with the high noon. I don't think really find what they were looking for.
Yeah, Silvak's Torbal's going to shut down this team fight for now. They're just like,
yeah,
let's kite back, wait for that Torble to go away, then maybe go for something. And Anton Coco, Earthshatter, missed all of them. Double's going to pull out with the high noon. But Marcus with the Death Pulse, I'm not able to make a miracle happen. This time only gets one when 2 are traded out on his team. But Illusion, a kill him. Can Tinchy die? No, he can't. Tinchy cannot fall.
Okay, so in the middle of that, we see this split.
Yeah.
We see a 2-3 split where Silvak throws a Molten Core on the point, right? So it prompts the disengage back from Anton and Illusion through Ali's side. But then somewhere at the top of your screen, Anton finds themselves in a Molten Core. They died to this lava. How the hell did that even happen? But I think it was another one of those sky lavas that just landed in Ali to find Anton Coco. That is wild. I just wanted to highlight that. That was so wild.
Anton Coco getting very aggressive with the Earth Shatters might have just pinned into the Torble, to be honest. I mean, Anton Coco, we've seen him use pin with that Earth Shatter so many times. Just going to be Illusion this time with the High Noon, getting the kill on his Silvak. That's going to open up things super well. Richie Flipos has a beat if he wants to keep going, but I don't think they're going to need it for now as Marcus applying a lot of damage on the front line. Gets the kill into T4, then disengages. The Shatter is huge from Tinchy, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Already missing 2 players on his team. Might have been a miraculous effort, but unfortunately, he'll not be getting rewarded. As Team Kabluvius will move on to 3rd point.
It was close to finding Grucci. Might have been able to trade out the Lucio. Maybe set up something here for this next recontest. As it is, this is going to be really tough here for Napa Cabbage. Kind of got your back against a wall. And look at a little surrounded. Oh, okay. Anton Coco misses the surprise pin, though. Fortunately, there for Tinchy.
Yeah, and we're looking at a front to back right now. We're looking at a guy like Marcus to open things up like he did on first point. Beats exchange from both sides, but the window from Super Singlet is now going to be matched by the window from T4. Marcus almost dead. Gucci flip-flops just a huge boop off the map onto the enemy Lucio. I don't even know how that happens on this point. I feel like that's a pretty small square to get booped into, but props to Grucci. And Anton Coco getting super aggressive signature play. Double catching out Marcus, but Anton Coco with a huge fire strike onto T4 is going to keep his team afloat here. Earth Shatter almost online. Anton Coco wanting to keep pressure here. Might look for a Shatter right now, and there it is. A nice Shatter onto the enemy Lucio. Tinchy's going to get a good block on it, but trades are going to come out and probably favor Napa Cabbage because of their spawn room advantage.
Marcus showing back up. I mean, not a moment too soon. And this is the decision that'll force the defense to fall back a little bit. Marcus is able to teleport across, grab this spot in the window. Otherwise, I mean, it was... Anton Coco was super low, just now getting topped up on the health, but grabbed the Mega. Marcus set up, Deadeye to open up this fight.
It's going to be Marcus down from that Shatter, but pocketed by his shield and his lamp. Very good plays from his team. And he's going to sketch double out on the left side by himself. A nice play from Marcus. Now a window is out from Super Singular. That was a very quick window. And we see Silvok having to kite away from that window. A lot of space opened up on the map here, but nobody really pressing on it except for Marcus, who's trying to create a pinch with Anton Coco. And now they should be able to farm this room, and that's a huge Death Blossom out of Marcus. A 3-man and getting the lamp, and we expect nothing less out of Marcus on this Reaper. An insane showing.
And we talk about double putting up a MVP performance. Marcus subbing in here on map 2. And just having that kind of an impact. My goodness, 3 times. We're 3 minutes to 1 minute. That's ridiculous. It's a lot of confidence to walk into this extra innings and an opportunity here for Ghost Soul to move up 2-0 in these grand finals.
Yep, and Marcus just doing so much on that Reaper, like you said, contending for that player of the match so far, even though he didn't even play map 1. But with the amount of work he's doing in map 2, you got to have him in the conversation.
For real. Double is actually leading the server in damage. Oh, no, Tenshi is. Oh, God. Marcus, though, leading in elims. I think leading where it matters. 30 eliminations here. 30 bomb dropped by Marcus so far. We're not done. We'll get 6 to 8 deaths. They're out of the blue team. Roughly 14 deaths there for Pixel. Is really standing out to me. Yeah, that's a real standout. Where the rest of the lobby is kind of in the 6 to 9 range. Pixel's Lucio is 14.
Yep. A nice shield bash out of spawn from Tenshi. Perks online here in the overtime round. So going to be interesting to see how that changes the tide of the game. Silvok with an opening wall turret. Getting some poke in, but that's going to be broken by Grucci flip-flops. And without the TP like Marcus had, it's going to be harder for Napa Cabbage to open up the map. So you're going to see Double and the Lucio going top right, wrapping around the map, creating a lot of space. A lot of the Kaluvius team being forced to kite into the hotel, but staying alive. Both lamps forced as Silvok gets the opener on Marcus, and that should be a good opening for this first point.
You see just how aggressive Pixel was being. I certainly didn't mean that as anything against their play. I was more meaning to highlight how well Ghost Soul has been in targeting that Lucio, but you see Pixel does a great job of staying right in tow with Tenshi. One brain cell between the Lucio and the Reinhardt there and get a very important, secure 4th point on the board. And there's the opening pick. This time, it's on to Ghost Soul's Lucio. Double with an opening 2-piece. And keep this cart rolling as we hit OT.
Yep. Some kill action from both sides. Anton Coco with a nice shatter onto Tenshi and Lucio. This is going to be a huge fight turning play from Anton Coco. And that's a nice place to stop the payload before he even gets to the arch.
Yeah, things were starting off so well. That spoke a moment too soon, didn't I? And big props to Illusion. Illusion comes up with, 3 there in that final fight as well. Big hold.
Yeah. And you really got to respect Anton Coco's playstyle. I mean, every time he has shatter, it's never going to be a front-to-back shatter. He's never going to try to just land it onto the enemy arm. He's going to go flank. He's going to use pin to get behind the enemy tank and look for the back line. And it's paid off sometimes, and sometimes he's dying for it. But regardless, he's sticking true to his playstyle, and it pays off for him that time.
You love it. I love to see players with that kind of identity, you know, where it's...
Yeah.
In my casting, I would like to get better with that, honestly, Durpee. Like recognizing, oh, that is part of their signature. Like that's how they play Rein. I love that, and I love seeing that. I love seeing that identity. That was such a cool phrase. Just they're like they're sticking to their guns. You know, they're sticking to their play style. They're doing what they do best, man. I mean, win or lose, you know, win, die, or go home or whatever. You know, they're sticking to it. I love it. I love it.
Especially in a grand finals match. I mean, you see so many people in this lobby that are a one trick, and they're just playing their hero to their style, and it's been paying off for them. I mean, guys like Silvok, Double, Marcus, both of these Reinhardt players, obviously, just love to play their characters, and it's been fun to watch in this tournament.
It has.
But all eyes are on Marcus again, trying to see how he opens up the first point here, because he did it so well last time, and with these perks online, I could see it really assisting him in opening up this first point.
You've got that extra movement speed. Just gives you so much more room to work with. It's already pretty tight quarters around Hotel, which is great for Reaper. You duck in and out of the cover really nicely, and that extra movement speed on the Wraith form is just going to give that much more flexibility to an already, what's what I'm looking, proficient Marcus on this Reaper. There it is.
Yeah,
Teleport in the back.
Marcus
Try
already
to
in the
go
new
now.
backline. Forcing a lamp from T4. Gonna get marked by nearly 4 players on Napa Cabbage. They're gonna get the kill, but not without a trade onto T4 and a lot of space being given on the map. So we're gonna see if Illusion can maybe get something going through main. Low shield out of Tenchi, and there's a headshot kill onto Double. Perfect play from him. That's gonna break the turret from Silvok, and Kabluvia's team is slowly but surely going to cap this point on King's Row unless Tenchi's able to make a huge play, but T4 back on the Kiriko instead of the Baptiste. Maybe they can stay alive, but I don't like the Kiriko healing over the Baptiste healing. I don't think it's be enough. Illusion gets that kill into Silvok, and I think eventually we're going to have that first point cap, and I think that's going to be the map, because there's no way you can retest on this spot.
Oh, no, especially now with Anton coming up with that big 2-piece at the end. Just a great recognition on the win condition there from Ghost Soul. They recognize they got the BAP, and the worst thing they can do is trade. They play it slow, just give time for Illusion to set up, find their angles. They don't try to force anything. They don't try to make things happen right now. They got the better end of the opening trades. They take their time. Illusion delivers, hits the shots. It's 2-0 here in the grand finals.
Yeah, you're looking at 2-0, and I mean, like, now the sim is available, now the cast is available, so those are some big bans out of the way if you're Napa Cabbage. You can still definitely turn the series around with how close it's been so far, but 2-0, a very comfortable lead for the Kabluvia's team. Interested to see where we go next map, heading into Flashpoint, and what the bans will look like.
Interesting.
And I actually order some DoorDash. That map as Panda Express was going to close pretty soon if I didn't do that. So I might have to leave you for a few minutes if it pulls up. You might have to solo cast this tournament for just a few minutes as I go grab the food.
Hey, no, you eat. Yeah, remember, that's good. By all means, please take care of yourself.
About 2 minutes.
Oh, yeah, don't worry. I got you. No worries.
Well, you know, if I order too late, the only places open are like Cane's, McDonald's, and it's just like all like super junk food, and I just feel terrible eating it.
Yeah,
we're going to go Saravasa. Gonna go Saravasa here.
I was actually commenting that you were snacking on carrots. Like, people, like, your chat was trying to give you shit for eating carrots. I was like, dude, I appreciate that. Like, dude, actually,
that's
good
a very rare,
snacking.
like, that's a very rare snack out of me. I don't remember the last time I've snacked on carrots, so. But yeah, honestly, it was good, and it filled me up, so.
No, it's a good snack. Good for your eyes, too. Like, super good for your eyes.
Yep.
All right, we got a Soj ban. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, and look who rolls into the lobby. It's none other than Gurkmeister, who called the series last time, and you just banned Soj, and now you might want to ban Junkrat again. You've already done that. We're going to go and ban Soj here out of Napa Cabbage. Illusion probably going to get subbed out for somebody like Gurkmeister, and if he comes in, we're going to have the camera on him the entire time. Just too impressive on the Junkrat. Called game last time against Team Tompas.
Oh, so true. I mean, I was playing in like Master Division. I mean, like forever in EMEA. Yeah. As a Junkrat one trick, you know. I mean, that is so impressive. You're playing against the top 12, top 16, I suppose, teams in EMEA outside of OWCS. Period. And it's like, it's still doing very well. Wasp always did very well. I mean, they're still around. Gert's not with them anymore. But like, it's incredible. Like, you're not like glazing at all. Like this, the Junkrat proficiency on Gurk is up there with what we were talking about with Silvok being able to like land the molten core from the sky. Like Gurkmaster has that same kind of proficiency. I'm curious actually what Gurk's level is on Junk. Actually, now that we're talking about it.
Yeah, I mean, Gurk is just a well-rounded player. If you look at his profile, he was champ on every role. Very good at all of the roles, not just Junkrat. So don't let him fool you. He can actually play super well, even if Junkrat's banned. But I'm imagining if he comes in, he's going to be sticking to that signature hero of his. We got a Lucio ban.
So not super high to answer my question. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're all right. We got a Lucio ban here on the side of Team Kabluvius. And then a Soj ban. Wondering if we're going to have any subs here. I'm imagining we will, as that Soj is banned.
Quick look at that Gurkmeister profile for those at home. Top 36 currently on tank. Like top 29, top 36 on tank. Like that's crazy town.
Yeah, and it's actually going to be Gurk subbing in for Marcus. I expected him to sub in for Illusion after that Soj ban, but hit scan still very good on Servasa. Gonna want to keep in your hit scan player. I don't mind that move.
Yeah, agreed. Well, that's a little more traditional, right? You know, you're keeping, you know, we're playing your hit scan, your flex point. We're not running anything. We're not running a double flex DPS rather. You're not running a double flex DPS kind of look or anything too unusual here.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen a new flex DPS every single map for these guys. What is that? We've seen Oblivion, Illusion, Rat, Gurkmeister, and Marcus. So that's 5 DPS players playing so far on Team Oblivious. Who knows who else is about to come in and play DPS? We might have to get Sugar Free in the lobby off of a community buff to play on map 4.
It is true. In 3 maps, by the way, friends. We're at map 3, and we have our 5th DPS player coming in.
Yeah. Actually insane.
Actually, it's a not
they're
only
going to
that,
win
but
the
it's
prize
working.
pool and split it. They'll split the prize pool 20 ways if they would like to do that. I mean,
Hey,
there was no rule on the amount of people you could have on the team, so you could have the entire community on your team if you want.
yeah, I mean, lots of
we're gonna be-
options, but you know, then that's it's also like everybody gets half a chicken strip from Cane's, you know,
Yeah.
for the winner's dinner, you know.
Yep. Well, if that's what they want to do, then that's what they want to do. Get their 3-piece combo from Cane's and call it a day off the
I ain't
price
judging.
pool. Doesn't sound too bad, yeah.
I ain't judging. You do you, y'all.
But hey, let's see. I'm imagining Gurkmeister is going to be on that junk rack, going to keep the camera on him for the entire game. Too good to watch. And we're going to see a Wu Ying Juno backline. They've liked to play this on these control maps and these these flashpoint maps. Super Singlet and Grucci flip-flops pretty good on this backline. And it's going to be a Juno Kiri out of T4 and I don't know how to say that name. But they're going to play the Juno Kiri.
Oh, Juno is
And I'm
Pixel.
honestly,
The Chinese name is
Pixel.
Pixel. Yes, they are in your chat as well. It's like Piksel. It's like spelled funny, but it's Pixel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. And yeah, Lucio's banned, so that's going to be the reason for these weirder backlines. Let's see what Gurkmeister does here on first point Servasa. Opening up the right side of the map. A concussion mine rollout, immediately killing double. I mean, opening things up in about 3 seconds. I mean, how do you even counterplay that? Gurkmeister just knows too much about this game.
You have to bring like your anti-air, you know, like radar. It just falls out of the sky to get that opening pick onto double. And jumping onto the Cassidy, like you think you may try to find a more vulnerable target that doesn't have, you know, enormous damage and a flashbang. No. Goes right for the most dangerous target. But hey, double returns, finds a little revenge, but you've lost Pixel and the Juno now. So time is limited here for Napa Cabbage to win this fight.
Yeah, some trades here all over the place. Anton Coco 1 HP. I imagine that Napa Cabbage is going to get that point flip. Indeed, they do. Silvok on the sim is going to be something to watch here as well. They've looked really good on that sim cast, and they're finally able to play it now. So it's going to be interesting to see if we get any nice TP rotates, maybe a TP noon like I know you saw on Nepal last time.
The double TP.
Semifinals.
We saw the double TP, and that was a crazy move. I don't know that I've ever seen 2 TPs in the same high noon, to be perfectly honest. It was really cool. I hope that one got clipped. Really good team fight there, that last fight for Napa Cabbage. They've built up to 41%. Despite losing the Juno early, they get it done quickly. Silvok and Double both getting very quick picks in that previous fight, knowing that one could not draw out. They did not have the sustain for that to be a prolonged fight. Shatter here early will pick up Gurkmeister. Tenchi's got the kill.
Yeah, nice shadow on a Gurkmeister. Get him out of the fight early. That's what you want to do when you're playing as Gurkmeister. And that's going to be a kill from Anton Coco onto Silvok. Still even in the fight. High noon from Illusion. Left side of the map. A nice pin from Anton Coco onto Tenchi. Ultimate's being exchanged by both sides. But with the tank advantage, all we have to do is live this rush. And then Anton Coco should be able to walk in. He's actually going to use Shatter here and die for it because there's still so much damage on the field. But
it almost feels like the orbital's a bit of a mistake, although I guess it does win it out in the end. It'll get you the
Yeah, the orbital
flip.
not too bad. Able to help the squishies walk onto the point after the tank falls.
Uh-oh.
Not the worst orbital, but we have Gurkmeister coming back in, and he actually dies. So Gurkmeister playing an uncharacteristic game with 3 deaths on the board so far. We're going to need somebody to help him out. Maybe a mercy pocket even onto Gurkmeister could really put the series in the coffin.
I thought we were gonna to get a fight win out of Napa Cabbage there. We see all, you know, Tenchi and Silvok were able to show back up and put a little bit of hurt down, but eventually just the spawns end up favoring the Ghostoid team, the team in blue here. They
Yeah,
get
I want
that
to see if
group
Silva's going
respawn.
to do anything with TP rotate here. It's like sim wall down main, walking in traditionally, front to back fight. There's a sim TP top right to open up the map.
Oh,
Double with
careful.
a kill on. That's with the help of that TP. Gurkmeister's tire gets nothing. And so far, Napa Cabbage is doing a pretty decent job of shutting down Gurkmeister.
I was worried the teleporter can just be a big giant target for a rip tire. But, you know, it was really smartly played there. And indeed, we are going to get Napa Cabbage, get this point. Nice play from Double, just kind of controlling the high ground. Big job. You see him get the kill on the Gurk themselves at the very, very end. But is instrumental in keeping that Junkrat from really taking over.
Yep. And I'm thinking about playing Reinhardt into some of these compositions, and I'm looking at these compositions, and honestly, it cannot be that fun. I mean, I'll hold tab, Anton Coco 3-3, Tenchi 5-2, not too bad, but I mean, these compositions, man, I'm surprised we haven't seen many Wu Yang bans this series, or in the tournament. I feel like I haven't seen people ban Wu Yang. That hero does a lot of damage and can be super oppressive, as Garuchi flip-flops on the Wu Yang is actually going to get double.
I feel like it's been such a sleeper hit in this tournament. 100%, and it has been this blue team that has just really utilized Wuyong so very well. This title blast could just be a fight win right here. Expect it to go on to Anton Coco.
Yep. Title blast probably going to go into Anton Coco. Maybe even a guy like Gurkmeister can concussion mine in, but for now we're going to go with a high noon from Illusion. Nothing out of it. Actually, it's going to cut off Silva. Gurkmeister finding the final blow there. Just looking pretty good on the point here for Team Kabluvius.
Yeah, no, really, it's just the Deadeye needed. They're kind of able to keep Napa Cabbage at bay. Napa Cabbage working at a big horseshoe, but it ends up kind of just getting pulled apart like string cheese. You're way, way too separated. Nobody can help each other, and it's going to be a reset here out of Napa Cabbage.
Yeah, nicely done out of Team Kabluvius. A lot of ultimates to work with still. Double supportals and the Shatter from Anton Coco. But we're looking at Napa Cabbage, and they have nearly 5 ultimates. Anton Coco looking for a flank Shatter. Is Tenchi going to fall for it here? And it looks like Silvok's going to go down to that Shatter. Tenchi going to counter with his own. Connects to Anton Coco. The wooing from Gritchy flip-flops in response, but that's going to be off the map from Tenchi. A very nice play out of Tenchi. Getting Anton Coco off the map after that wooing ult was crucial for that fight win, as well as the high noon from Double.
Yeah, Double gets that Deadeye, and that's what I was looking at. And in the midst of all that chaos, is able to stay on their feet through the Shatter. Oh, Gurk's got a rip tire coming back onto this point. And at 99%, I mean, just one kill here. Hey, it's gonna fly Double.
Yep. Double Juno ulti used on the point. I mean, look at the point right now. How much stuff is on your screen? I mean, if you're on Team Anton Coco, I feel like you're going to walk up further with that Juno ult. Juno ult not being utilized too heavily, but Anton Coco is going to find Stilbuck on the right side of the map. Not sure what that's all about. We got high noon on the point.
Peaks that?
No,
How do you find that? No shot.
Yeah. An insane high noon in the late fight from Illusion, and that should get us 1-1 here on Saravasa. As I believe my DoorDash...
Oh, your DoorDash
pretty
here?
nearby.
Okay.
I'm not sure the map is not okay. Yeah, I believe it is. So I'm gonna let you do a solo cast for a few minutes here. I'll keep my camera on Gurkmeister, the player to look out for in the series.
Let's do it. All right, so y'all are watching Gurk. We're watching Gurk on my end as well. 83% towards a tire here. It is 1-1. A really good spawn on Temple means that this team in blue, Team Kabluvius, was able to just kind of set their back up against the wall. Gurk grabs this high ground. I mean, just look at all the spam damage, making it so difficult. Tenchi already at half health before they even attempt to pin in. And they're just forced to kind of sit back and wait for a moment. This is going to be a free first cap going over Team Kabluvius. But Double, where did Double find that pick? Unbelievable. This the teleport in from Silvok. Double's able to get one, but Gurkmeister responds. Gurkmeister low ducks around the corner as the bullet hits the corner. We had a shadow thrown in from Tenchi. Didn't really get anything done. And Gurkmeister unleashes a tire. Is going to go right for Double. Actually finds Pixel instead, or finds Pixel as well, I mean. And another big hold. 2 fight wins in a row out of Team Kabluvius. As you see, I saw that comment chat seeing Anton Coco misses Shatter. Only to remember he's playing at 4 AM on 200 MS. You know what? Fair. Context is important, friends. But another Shatter ready to go here for the Night Owl that is Anton Coco. You know, doing a bit of a look around a corner. We're going to get a long rotation. Silvak has moved into the Torbjorn, so no more Symmetra to play with, which enabled Double to find that beautiful opening pick in the last team fight. Anton giving chase. Rotation all the way to Ko's side. Shatter comes in. Anton did not find anything with that one. But Gertmeister is seated on the opposite side, and this is looking like a very dangerous place to be if you are Napa Cabbage. It's about to be a cabbage sandwich. And Sovok will not make it into play with that Kitsune Rush. The self-blast from Grucci does find T4, and we'll get a 2-1 lead here out of Gosol. Team Kabluvius, it would be. After a very bad spawn on Temple, though, Napa Cabbage does get a good spawn in Palace. They needed this. This will give them a chance. Oh, they're getting separated. Their supports are separated. Ooh, this is a Pixel and T4 have got to make it over there. Otherwise, that just gets out of hand. And they don't. They still don't make the rotation. What a play by Illusion. Anton Coco is already in, recognizing the mistake. And Gertmeister follows up. No supports are standing here for Napa Cabbage, and they will get evicted. That closed spawn that I was talking about doesn't help them. They don't get there is a solid core. Their supports get left behind. Now you're looking at Orbital ready to go here, as well as a tire out of the Junk Rat Extraordinaire and Gertmeister. Both of which very good at holding space. Tenchi just got booped out of that shatter. Ends up getting absolutely nothing with it. The tire finds Pixel, and the Orbital Ray taken out of this attack. Still, Napa Cabbage have no choice but to try to press the issue. They lose T4 in rotation again. These supports are just getting beat up here from Napa Cabbage. Blue team will, give up control of the point, which is a slight error, a slight little unforced error. But honestly, I think the late cleanup is probably just as detrimental to the other side. So it can kind of come out in the wash. This is going to be Gorisoy moving up to championship point. Unless Napa Cabbage can find some good value out of these next two ultimates. Oh, and T4's already down. Oh, you cannot lose another player. No, double falls. This is it. This is done. Sorobossa's in the box. Call it a day. It's championship point for Go Soul LOL 9 Pig Bop. Blade fan, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. All right, so 3-0. This is the first of 4, y'all. This is the first of 4. So there's time for the comeback, but you get Gertmeister subbing in our 5th DPS in 3 maps, subbing in here for Goisol.
I'm back. Seems like Gertmeister was doing some insane stuff there on the Junkrat in the late end of that map.
Whew.
I mean,
that's no joke.
I think short of what we expect.
And Grucci sends me a friend request. You got it, Grucci.
I want to know what I missed. I'll have to watch my own VOD back.
It was a good one. It was a good one.
Dude, my chat was like, a first timer, like saying it was going crazy. I need to see what Gertmeister was up to.
Yeah, I mean, basically, you were tied 1-1. You got a good spawn on Temple there for the blue team. They basically just held it the whole time. There was nothing Napa Cabbage could really do to break the original spawn hold. They just got a good spawn, got defender's advantage. The best look Napa Cabbage had, they tried to circle all the way around, but they get destroyed in rotations. But then they get a really good spawn. Then they get gardens, which was like, hey, now they could turn around and do the same thing. They were granted the same advantage, but their rotations were shit. They lost both of their supports trying to make it onto the point, and they completely gave away the advantage they had. You could never get it back. Those supports were getting destroyed there on that final flashpoint, Durpee. I felt bad for him.
I'm looking at my VOD back. It looks like as soon as Gertmeister used Drip Tire, my camera locked in at the spot that the tire exploded at and never swapped back to the player. So we actually weren't able to watch a lot of the end of that map on my stream. But we'll be going into Call to Sale here, resetting the bans. Soj Lucio no longer banned. Gonna see what these teams want to do. It's have to be a 4-map win from Napa Cabbage. Do you think they can do it, or do you think the Kabluvius team is just looking too strong?
Oh, Oblivious is looking really strong. It's hard to not give them the edge right now. But I will never count anybody out. I've seen stranger things happen, and you know what? Now's the time. Now's the time. Maybe Napa Cabbage are just lulling him into a false sense of of confidence. I don't know. Maybe this is all total cope, Durpee. I don't know.
No, I don't blame you. I mean, you know, with Silvok on the roster, Double playing a pretty good game, Tenchi looking solid on the Reinhardt, I wouldn't say it's impossible, but the flexibility on the roster of Team Kabloobius is just shining so bright, especially in this match. You can't really ban them. I mean, they banned the Pharah, and I kind of feel like, you know, Napa Cabbage should be going more for these support bans or something else, because you ban a DPS here, they're trying to sub in somebody else. You see, we put Rat in for Gurk. I don't even know. We're swapping in a Junkrat player for a Junkrat player. At this point, we're up 3-0 in the series. We're just having some fun. Let everybody play some maps. I mean, gotta respect that.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Gurkmeister says that's enough. Gurkmeister has played. That's like, all right, that's it. I did my map. I'm out.
Yeah.
I also agree with you, though, circling back to the support ban. I'm surprised we're not seeing, like, the Wuyong banned out. I think Ruchu's Wuyong has actually been really, really strong, and kind of a sleeper problem, like, where everything else is maybe getting some of the spotlight, and obviously Gurkmeister got a lot of kills, and that one kind of took over on Surabasa, but I think the Wuyong has been just really nasty, has been causing more problems than maybe Napa Cabbage is even given credit for.
Yep.
I mean, we have that bird's eye view. You know, I'm not saying, like, you know, they're all very smart players. They're all, you know, there are some grinders. You know, I'm sure they know better than me. But we have that bird's eye view where you can kind of see from above here, you know, and it seems like they're not giving the Wuyong the respect. I'm surprised we didn't see I'm surprised we didn't see that ban.
The pressure just so much with that damage and the movement, just so good in these Reinhardt mirrors. And you got to wonder, if we saw a Reinhardt mirror today, would it be like in the OWCS at high level gameplay, would it be the traditional Bap Lucio, or would teams go more of that Juno Wuying? Would be interesting to see. Yeah. But sadly, I don't know if we'll ever get the opportunity to see this hero played past the Durpee Community Tournament. Maybe some big changes in 2026 will allow for it, but I have pretty low expectations.
I don't know. This has been a lot of fun. I'm gonna say, given the amount of fun that I and the community have had in this tournament, I wouldn't rule that out either, Durpee. Like, I think we can convince the powers that be to do like a one-time only Overwatch Championship Series, like Reinhardt show match between the best teams in the world. I don't know. I'm just saying, anything's possible. Anything's possible.
Yep. Yeah, maybe you're not wrong, but I feel like, you know, if Blizzards are gonna do anything, it's not gonna be side on the side of me, so I don't know if they're gonna agree with me on a Reinhardt only tournament, but who knows? 2026 team ups, maybe 6v6 gets brought back, we see some Reinhardt. You never know what could happen.
You never know.
Anyways, I'm gonna put eyes on Rat here. I just want to see his different playstyle. I mean, why are we subbing in Rat for Gurkmeister? Is it truly just for playstyle, or is it just to have fun? We did get some eyes on him, see how differently he plays the Junkrat.
I mean, we are also talking just another European player as well, Rat and Gurkmeister. Although Rat was rocking a Finnish flag as their icon, so they could be also European. So everybody might be playing at 4 a.m. here. I was just throwing out speculation. I don't really know, to be honest. Big Pin will get find an opening pick onto Anton. So talking about European players, it's gonna be Anton Coco falling first. Supports are now down. This should be some good push for Napa Cabbage here in the opening 45 seconds of Coliseum.
Yeah, and don't count them out on the Symmetra look. If they can dial it down, get some nice TP rotations going, take maybe a map or two, they'll have themselves back in this series. But it's going to take some smart plays out of Silvok, and Illusion finding the kill on a double before the fight even takes place. Going to get a POV on him, see where he's stepping up to. Gets Pixel quite low himself, and the map flip maybe here, but I'm not sure where we're flipping the map. We flip onto the low ground. Underneath the high ground, I mean, that's not going to do that much. Illusion able to find Silvok and Tenchi. Yeah. That's going to be a clean fight win off the back of Illusion.
I was struggling to, I was like trying to flip my camera like, wait, where are we, what's going on? Why did we drop? And then you just see Tenchi and Silvok just kind of alone and separated from the team. I don't know if that was all intentional, like if somebody got knocked down by a rat mine, and so then the team decided to try to drop and make the best of it. I didn't quite see what happened, but that did look really awkward. And it was a great second fight there out of Team Blue.
Yeah, I mean, maybe a miscommunication. Maybe. Out of Napa Cabbage. We got a Heinun Rat's going to get 2 kills on the Junkrat, saying that he can match up with the like of Gurkmeister, maybe even play better. And he's looking for 3 kills, double falling very low HP on the high ground. And it's going to be a good fight win for Team Kablubius.
Oh, no.
Anton Coco gets the headshot shatter onto Double, but going to get the lead regardless.
It was, great start. Rat gets a nice two-piece just to open that up, right? Like you're talking about. I mean, just showing their, you know, you think that following Gertmeister playing Junkrat might be some really big shoes to fill, but Rat is certainly up to the challenge. Now hiding with this Riptire. Up in the window is going to drop that down right on top of Pixel. We'll take them out of the fight at 96% towards that sound barrier. Also, though, I mean, we're also, you know, T4 dies to an Aaron Deadeye in that previous fight. Like, things are getting a little sloppy here from Napa Cabbage. I'm starting to worry. They're not locking it in like we were hoping with these sim comps.
Yeah, and you know, it's been a long day. Like you said, a lot of these guys up very late, and we played a lot of matches today, so...
For sure,
late
right?
in the series, you're down 0-3.
T4 strikes back,
not playing too well, but yeah, there you go. T4 with a couple kills, some ult shoots in the spawn room, getting a nice team fight win, and only 80 meters. This fight is, or this map is still definitely very winnable.
Oh, tons of time, right? We're only just over 3 minutes in. T4 comes back with a 3-piece in that fight, so they're certainly not rolling over and playing dead. That's for damn sure. Also, we got Grucci's sound barrier out in that previous fight, as well as Super Slinger's Ant Matrix. So it was an even trade as far as ultimates are concerned. You're still looking at DPS ults online here for Silvok. We're gonna go ahead and throw this photon barrier right over the middle. This will escort Tenshi to the corner where Double can drop this Deadeye.
Yep. Looking at Double's Deadeye here. Nice positioning behind the window. Probably not going to use the Deadeye yet. Has a small still in the field.
Shot.
Gets a regular kill onto Rat.
Oh, I love the roll. Came out of the roll, was still rolling after the teleporter. It does a little 180 flick on the... It just looked great. That just looked great. You're playing with portals. Now you're thinking with portals. Tenshi is playing in some tiny Overwatch. Anton with one health.
Coco with an insane play, not able to get that pin off. Oh my God.
It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate.
But Rat, building up this Riptire, he's been playing super well this entire map.
Agreed.
Let's see, maybe a 5-man Riptire can come out potentially here. As we hope to see that,
we are building the hype. We're called the 5-man.
I mean, I'm expecting nothing else of the Junkrat players on this team. Kabluvius himself, I've seen this guy duo with probably 20 different Junkrat players, so he probably knows a thing or two about the guys to pick up for Junkrat on this tournament.
Fair enough. So it's the Junkrat team. That's what we should just... I'm just going to start calling it the Junkrat team. All right, Deadeye out of...
Not a bad shout.
Deadeye out of Double. Doesn't do much. Continue with the alliteration. All right, here we go. The Rat Tire. Let's see what we can do. What you got? What you got over the rooftop?
Yeah, 5-man on the rooftop. Nice work of the map. A speed tire perk, and that's going to be a kill onto Pixel. Not too bad. Not the 5-man we were hyping up, but
Double...
Be maybe enough to win the fight.
Maybe, yeah. Double got so hurt they had to back all the way out. But what a shatter! Tenshi gets 3 with that enormous slam and ducks out of the way, devaluing this window entirely. This window just looks so wasted. Oh, sad window. Sad window.
Yeah, Super Singlet trying to recover after that Earth Shatter, but the players out of Napa Cabbage able to kite and stay alive. And that was a big shatter of Tenshi, probably the biggest we've seen this series so far, as now he's stepping up on the payload. And a big pin from Anton Coco. Not sure why he's doing that. Window force, though, out of T4. Looks like it's also able to be kited. Nothing too big out of this window. A nice beat engage from Bridget Clubs, along with a high noon.
Now we're going to get the summary return out of Pixel. Yeah, it's a 3v5, though, Durpee. I don't know if that's going to work. Double is able to get 1, but that's looking to be all they're going to find.
And you like the trades where you can get them, but I don't know if you want to invest beat. Just seemed like a very late beat out of Pixel. Something he's going to want to have back would be very nice to have in this team fight. But Double with a high noon. No ults on the board for Team Kabluvius, so maybe this high noon and Simwall can, you know, make something happen here and turn the lead in their favor eventually for Napa Cabbage.
I do like Double trying to kind of already cut off the escape. There it is. Hit Super Slinger with a silver bullet. You're getting more alliteration. Hey, what do you know? That's a huge opening pick. No sustain now. I mean, you're down to Lucio only heals if you're Anton and Junkrat team.
Yeah, Lucio only heals. Something going to back up, especially after this similar place from Silvok. Going to allow the cart to move, but Silvok's going to get caught out by Rat. Some nice concussion mines to displace his hero. And no forward spawn yet. I don't think the bot got far enough, so Anton Coco's really trying to stay on the bot. Not letting him get that forward spawn. Silvok's going to have a long way to come back, but Double using high noon on the high ground after getting a kill onto Rat. Can he turn the fight himself? Super Single is going to trade out with a kill into the Lucio. And I'm all eyes on Double right now, trying to see if he can turn this fight. I don't think he can, though, with so many people on his team already dead.
Yeah, it was a 5v3. Double just gets ran over. Valiant attempt. And I believe that card got stopped literally 0.01 meter. I think that's 1 centimeter. I'm fairly confident 6644 is the cap.
I believe I saw the bot stopping already. I think they might have already gotten the checkpoint.
Did they
but
actually get it? Okay, maybe they did. Oh, you're right, because the diamond is the outside of its colors. You're right. So they did.
Oh, that's how it works.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's completely grayed out if they haven't touched it yet, and then it's completely solid.
Another
if they
pin shatter here from
have
Anton
it.
Coco. Oh my gosh, what a shatter out of Anton Coco onto Tenchi and 2 other players. An unbelievable play. Rat able to follow up with the Riptire. He's up 1. Unfortunately, traded out himself with that shatter, but I would say it was worth it. A nice kill from Grucci flip-flops onto Silvok, trying to get the kill onto Tenchi as well, who has Earth Shatter but can't use it because Rat comes up on the flank, getting 2 of his own. Very good performances out of all of the individual players on Team Cavluvius in that very sloppy fight.
Yeah, you get the Shatter, gets 3. Rat and Illusion both let loose with their ultimates while everybody's down. Rat ends up finding a pair of kills on the back of the Earth Shatter with the tire, and it just falls apart from there, so...
Yep. And Tenchi with an opener on a Gucci flip,
That's
a
2.
huge shatter on to Team Cavluvius. An unbelievable showing from Tenchi, who despite being down 0-3, I would say has looked very good in this Rein matchup.
Oh, I can't argue with that at all. Like, that's how you clap back. No hesitation, no fear. Immediately come back in, get a huge shatter of your own. Big slam to win the fight. And we're escorting bot right back in the direction. And yeah, as we already talked about, we've already gotten butt scratch moments. So, I mean, 1 team fight here, and Napa Cabbage have the lead.
Yeah, a lot of ultimates from both sides here. Silvok's ultimate's going to be the one to look out for. That Simloss, so crucial in these fights. Places it down on the payload. Let's see if Tenchi can follow up. His team seems kind of split, though. Not a lot of high ground presence from their team. Later beat out of Grucci flip-flops, a much better beat. Double's going to get the kill, though, onto Super Singla. Traded out with Silvok on the payload. And looks like Napa Cabbage can finally clean up kills and take the lead here. Their first lead of the map with only 30 seconds to go. But Team Anton Coco with 4 ultimates in the board versus 0, a very strong chance of winning an OT.
Photon Barrier from Silvok allows them to split, and Team Junkrat really went for the other side. Here they're coming in with a Recateth. They've already got Lamp out. Anton 96 to shatter. Everybody on the corner. The drop down has been forced. And the Deadeye from Illusion is going to find Pixel. Start pushing this bot back the other direction. There's only 8 seconds on the clock. Oh, it's a massive ult advantage here for Team Junkrat, though.
Yeah, but that trade onto Illusion is so huge because they're all going to have close spawn on the red team, but Illusion's going to be walking back all the way from his spawn. I wonder if Grucci flip-flops is going to choose to tax him. No, he's not. We've got a Riptire here from Rat, trying to buy time for Illusion to come back. That forward spawn is now denied as the car has reached the middle of the map. See if this Riptire can get anything.
Oh,
A huge shatter out of
yeah.
Anton Coco. Yeah, you're going to, with the help of the Riptire, get the kill into Tenchi. Double, though, trading Grucci flip-flops. These trades are the name of the game here, as too many of them are just going to end the push here for Team Cavluvius.
Double now up on the high ground. So has Super Slinger 1. Oh, that would have been, could have been the backbreaker if you're able to find the Baptiste. But Illusion flanks around, and alongside Rat, they take Double down.
We're going to need a super early window. I would use window right now in their spawn room if I'm Super Singla. Leave somebody on the payload. Window right now in this walk-up. TP's already been used by Silvok. We need all this poke damage coming through on the walk-up. There it is from Rat through the window. Getting the kill on a Pixel. Tenchi just cannot touch into that damage.
Too much damage.
That should be the series.
That is
going to be it for the series. A very impressive window out of Super Singla to close out the game. Congratulations to Team Cavluvius, Goy Soul, Lol, 9 Pig Bob on winning the OWDS. And I believe
Congrats to you for getting that name right there in that
show. A post-game interview. Yeah, I mean, I tried my best. A lot of
that was not an easy one. Goy Soul, Lol, Pig Bob.
And I'm going to get Super Singla in here for a post-game interview if you don't mind.
Let's go. No, I love it.
And add that guy on Discord. Super Singla, accept my Discord request.
With all of the DPS players, cycling in and out, who do we think gets MVP? of your championship.
MVP. I mean, we saw so many of them. I mean, Anton Coco putting up a pretty impressive series. Played all four of the maps, so it'd be pretty easy to argue it could be him. But
yeah, especially at a Reinhardt mirror, right? Like that. I like it. All right, there you go. I think Anton Coco is that's a great shout. That's a great shout.
All right, and we're gonna be bringing in Super Singla, community favorite, to take this post game interview. I'll do a couple questions, and you can think of some to ask him when I'm done, and we'll just.
Yeah, I'll let you take lead here. That's fine.
Oh, all right. Bull Skunk is in here. All right. So, Super Singla, my first question is, with so many subs on your roster, Penix first thing with the raid, with so many subs on your roster, what was the thought process on the substitutions, especially subbing out Gurkmeister for another Junkrat player? Was it just for fun, like you knew you were going to win either way, or was it strategic? What were you thinking there?
No, it was definitely strategic. I think team chemistry in these really competitive matches really matter. So getting Donk in for the reps, so he's hot, he's warm, he's ready to go, is really important for us. And I think as a team, we made that decision, and that's a decision I stand by, and I'm happy with.
A very smart decision. Another thing is, your team is catching a lot of flack for so many substitutions on the roster. A lot of people would say you're cheating, even though you are following all of the rules listed on the document. Is there anything you would like to say on behalf of your team to the community?
Yeah, our team, we say keep coping, buddy, because we followed all the rules. We want to win. And you wrote the rule explicitly before we had all the subs. So you accounted for that scenario. There was no gray area. We're in the books. So anyone at home complaining about this issue is a plat player. I don't know. They're plat. So I don't know.
No, I like that so much. Keep coping, buddy. Staying true to your signature phrase. And I guess my last question for you before I hand it off to Bullskunk is a very nice window out of you to win the game on Coliseo. What were the comms looking like there as you guys closed it out?
Window. That was the comms.
Yep.
That was all needed.
Who was calling it? Who was calling it? Everybody or one? Was it you? Was it
I
Anton
want
Coco?
to shout out my entire team. I want to shout out our manager Thog, who warmed the bench. I want to shout out Marcus, Oblivion, and Donk and Gurk for a flex TPS rotation. I want to shout out Jams and Illusion, who came on the hit scan roll. I want to shout out Drucci for being pivotal on the Wuying and Lucio, and obviously Anton Coco on the Rein. Sorry if I missed someone, they're probably benched anyway, but everyone's making big comms. I want to shout out everyone else. And I want to shout out you, Durpee. Thanks for hosting the tournament.
Of course, thank you so much, Super Singlet, for competing. I'll hand it off to Bullskunk here if you have any further questions for Super Singlet and Team Kabluvius.
I do, as a matter of fact. I mean, clearly the most important tournament of 2026 so far.
Exactly.
You are the champions. How are you going to celebrate this? What are we going to do with your massive winnings? How do you celebrate such a gargantuan and important victory?
So my family complained quite a bit. I was playing the game, so I'm gonna buy them a nice meal with my $20 winnings. You know, I played every map, so I should get 50. You know, a nice split. But we'll see what Dog does and steals all the money. So that's my first plan. Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's all I got for you. That's all I got for you. Thank you for an awesome tournament. Congratulations on winning the most important tournament of the year so far.
Yeah, thank you,
Awesome
Bullskunk.
stuff,
I
Singlet.
really want to appreciate you for casting. You know, it's really important for the community to have catchers like you. And thanks, guys, for throwing it up.
You kid, I was just happy to be a part.
Before you leave the VC, I just want to say, is there anything else you'd like to say to the stream before you leave the call? Congratulations on your huge win. Just want to leave it open to you.
You're fucking weird, bro. Keep streaming, buddy.
There we go. Appreciate it, Super Singlet. I hope you have a good rest of your evening. Congratulations again on your huge win.
You too. Cash out me directly so Dog doesn't steal the money. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Got you, yeah.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Fantastic.
Bull Skunk, what a great tournament.
What a great tournament. Thank you so much for putting this on. Genuinely a ton of fun.
And of course, thank you so much for casting. I appreciate all the work you do in the Masters Division and the Expert scene. Had to get you in on here. It was a fun time.
It was a great time. No, thank you for inviting me. Genuinely, I had a blast. I'll do it again in a heartbeat.
Awesome stuff. Well, I'll go and let you go.
Yep.
Thank you so much again.
Bye, friends.
And
yeah, we'll see you next time. Yeah, you as well.